And welcome everyone to another episode of Sharing with Shellshock. I am your host, ShellshockPrime, and we are here tonight to talk about the top 10 Sonic games. What we think is each of our top 10 Sonic games. We got 3 returning guests, and we got a brand new guest joining us for the first time tonight. But first, we're going to start off with MMGMike. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me again, as always there, Pete. You know, I always appreciate you.
Yes, always good to have you on. And good to have you back as well, GToTheNextLevel.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, thanks for joining or inviting me back for especially the Sonic topic right now.
Yep, 100%. Looking forward to chatting about Sonic with you. And same thing with you, Autumn. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me again.
And G, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, good to be here. Thank you for having me on.
We're going to talk about our top 10 Sonic games in just a little bit. But first, before we do that, Mike, let us know what type of content you do.
So yeah, for those that don't know, I am MMGMike, aka Mike's Monster Gaming. I do a lot of Nintendo content, a lot of variety content, a lot of multiplayer games with the squad. I mostly lean towards kart racing games. That's kind of like my specialty. I kind of try to lean more towards those for a potential future YouTube series.
I'm looking forward to it. What about you, Gila?
I'm just a variety streamer, more so just I like to focus on a lot of Sonic games lately. I just kind of have the whole like Sonic aesthetic just about me. Recently my partner and I we just did the whole look through of Sonic Jam, and that was pretty fun. It's really interesting to see what Sonic Jam is.
Oh yeah, Sonic Jam is awesome. Now, what about you, Autumn?
I'm a variety streamer, mostly dealing with RPGs, obviously Zelda because of the name, but whatever my chat decides to wants to throw at me. Literally, it's funny that we're doing this tonight because last night I did Sonic Adventure 2 Crowd Control,
Nice.
so I'm ready. Let's go.
You brave soul.
Very brave.
Brave.
Now, G, what about you?
Well, I'm GM, your friendly neighborhood Sega historian, Sonic collector since 1991. Mostly I stream retro stuff, mostly surrounding Sega and Sonic. I do anthology series where I am on YouTube now doing Growing Up Genesis, where I am reviewing in bite-sized elements every single officially licensed North American Sega Genesis game. I finished that on Twitch, took me like 3 years to do. And so since that's done, now we're moving on to Dreamcast. Starting this week, like dreaming about Dreamcast, and we're doing the complete A to Z on there. And I typically stream like Saturdays through Tuesdays. Saturdays is normally like something Sega or something Sonic. I also do collection videos on Instagram and TikTok. I am a guest and an MC at several different events around the whole nation, which is awesome. Hopefully someday worldwide. But yeah, that's what I do.
All right, awesome. Like, I'm really glad that you get to do all the Sonic stuff that you wanted to do, all the Sega stuff, all those opportunities. It's awesome.
It's wonderful. It's been wonderful. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention that. Yes, I'm an official Sega creator and an official Capcom creator. But yeah, it's just been
Awesome.
a long journey, but it's been wonderful and it's been great.
I'm really happy for you. So we have our favorite games in the series, like that we put together for our top 10. Because Sonic has been around since June 23rd, 1991, and this is the 35th year, the 35th anniversary of Sonic. So, what better way to kick things off than to do a top 10? So, Mike, we're going to start with you. What's your top 10?
All right, well, I'm going to try to keep this somewhat quick, but also try to explain my reasoning behind all this, because I have a very wacky list, I feel, on my end. So at number 10, it's a very out there game on the Dreamcast. It didn't exactly do great. It was a very interesting concept at the time. And I thought it had a lot of good concepts between the cards and the different types of mini games, but I mostly ended up playing this one for the memes because of all the times we've played this in Mario Party Madness. But my number 10 pick is Sonic Shuffle.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
And then for number 9, again, another great concept in this one with the whole tethering system for this. Again, it actually doesn't feature Sonic except for the beta that was originally called Sonic Crackers. My number 9 pick is actually Knuckles Chaotix.
My heart, my man.
No, because I love Knuckles Chaotix. Knuckles Chaotix had some really good music between Marina Madness and some of the other levels in there, Speed Slider. a lot of good stuff in general.
Knuckles
can't get
Chaos
enough
has my
of that
favorite soundtrack in all of Sonic.
Oh no, I love the
full stop, that's my
soundtrack. That's
favorite
one of the reasons
soundtrack.
why I fell in love with the game.
Mm-hmm.
I
All
definitely
right,
need to
and
go back
then number 8, we're going to my kart racing roots here. This is another game that me and the Bonfire Squad like to play a lot. I still feel like this game is pretty much the best out of the entire racing series, even more so than Crossroads, funny enough, because this one actually ended up representing a lot of different Sega series. And I thought it had a good balance of like between Sonic characters, Sega representation, especially with the levels. I'm hoping that Crossroads is going to still get up to that level eventually. But my number 8 choice is Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed.
Mm.
And then for number 7, again, this is another fantastic like journey through Sonic's entire legacy, pretty much. It's kind of recent. Again, we're not just going through Sonic's legacy, but we're also going through Shadow's legacy as well. Really good levels in general. Getting to see City Escape and all the other classic moments redone in 3D and all the other good stuff with the classic Sonic stuff. My number 7 choice is Sonic and Shadow Generations.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Number 6 is kind of interesting because I feel like a lot of people might not like this game for one certain aspect of it, but I actually felt like the system for this game was actually pretty damn good. And honestly, even the daytime stages for this game were really good too, like Empire City, Masery, Spagonia. You probably already know where I'm going with this. Even with the Werehog levels, I felt this game was phenomenal with the combat system. Were some of the levels pretty long? Kind of. Eggman Land should not have been half an hour long, but my number 6 choice is Sonic Unleashed, specifically the 360 version.
Nice.
Or I guess you could also say the recompilation that also came out that they ended up redoing that later on. Number 5 is a game I really kind of hope that they eventually do bring back because I feel like it's been a while since we've gotten to play this game, or at least some similar concept of this. But again, this was the first time we saw Shadow back after the events of another certain game that's coming later in my list, wondering how the hell he managed to survive and all that stuff. And the whole thing with the whole plot with Metal Sonic and everything else going on in the game. But Sonic Heroes is my number 5 pick. I really do love a lot of the stages for Sonic Heroes, Grand Metropolis specifically, the casino levels, and also Rail Canyon's also really cool too, though. So yeah, Sonic Heroes would be my number 5 pick.
All right.
Number 4 was kind of hard. I actually wanted, because I have all the 2D Sonic games. I felt like there was a couple of games I was kind of balancing between. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I love Chemical Plant Zone, Casino Night Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, Angel Island, Flying Battery Zone, Hydrocity. Again, I love all those levels, but I feel like there was a better place that they ended up all coming back in certain ways. But that would be Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania is my number 4 choice. I feel like between Studiopolis and Press Garden Zones, like those are like some of my most iconic moments that in 2D Sonic, I feel like they really like pushed the limits for 2D Sonic during those stages. And honestly, yeah, that was a really phenomenal soundtrack as well as just a good journey overall. So that's my number 4 pick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now number 3 is going to kind of come out of left field because it's a racing game. It's not Crossworlds. It's not anything else. A lot of people might not even like this game that much because a lot of people might find this game kind of clunky, but the soundtrack is fire. I've tried speedrunning the game once or twice. I definitely want to go back to it at some point, but to me, this is one of the most this is probably the most iconic racing game for the Sonic franchise because Sonic's not in a car. I actually want to end up seeing this come back in some future sort of concept. That would be Sonic R on the Sega Saturn. Again, Radiant Emerald is my background. I love Radiant Emerald. That's basically the only time that we got the closest thing to Rainbow Road in a Sonic series, so that kind of hits close to home.
I love it.
Yes.
And number 2, well, I think you guys are probably going to maybe know where I'm going to go with number 1 and number 2, but number 2 is Sonic's first jump into 3D. Probably one of the most iconic games, in my opinion, for the Sonic franchise over on the Dreamcast. Again, I love the fact you get to play as like 6 different characters with Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Big, Omega, and Amy. Again, Big the Cat's fishing game, honestly, I don't mind it too much. It was kind of a relaxing time. But again, Emerald Coast sticks out to me in my mind, Windy Valley. Both phenomenal levels that still probably end up being like some of my favorite Sonic levels of all time. And that would be Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast.
Before you get to number 1, it's actually Gamma.
All right, that's what I meant.
I've made that mistake before too. Trust
Yeah,
me.
Omega's in Sonic Heroes. My bad. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
No, I made a short
Yeah.
once where I found a plush of a Gamma and I accidentally called him Omega and ooh the comment.
yeah. Well, people are gonna have fun ripping me apart on that.
I don't worry. I've made that same mistake multiple times over the years. It's all good.
But yeah, number one. Yeah, we get to live and learn for number one. Of course, one of the most iconic games in the series. Pretty much the game that got me into Sonic in the first place. Like, actually playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube is how I first got into the franchise in the first place. Seeing the whole commercial with the 2 real-life hedgehogs is still iconic in my mind. A lot of people really talk about Cityscape being an iconic moment, and I agree that that's up there. But honestly, my most iconic moment for Sonic Adventure 2, and probably my favorite moment of all time that I wish they would have brought back for generations, even if it was just on the 3DS, was Metal Harbor, going through that entire thing and just launching yourself off the missile. Still one of my favorite moments of all time in all of the Sonic franchise. But yeah, that's my number one pick, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Because again, also, I wish they would bring the Chow Garden back. That was probably the best iteration of the Chow Garden. You know, Sega, you guys could easily put that on mobile and make a killing with that. I don't know why that hasn't been done that.
I've been saying that for years, that Sega is leaving money on the table by not making a mobile Chow Garden.
Free money.
I know that other game, Poglings, is coming out. That's the closest thing we're going to get to a Chow Garden, I guess, unless they ever bring it back.
I mean, they've got Rovio now. I mean, it's possible. They might be able to.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see.
Well, you know, also Pumpkin Hill, Aquatic Mine, all the Knuckles levels pretty much are my favorites also, because Knuckles is my all-time favorite character, so can't go wrong with that either. But yeah, those are my top 10 for my Sonic games.
You and my wife. Knuckles is my wife's favorite character, too.
Yeah.
Rougher than the rest of them, the best of them.
I love Knuckles, too.
Tougher than leather. You were going to say something real quick, Gila?
Oh, no.
Well, it is your turn to do the top 10. So, what's your top 10 favorite Sonic games of all time?
You know what? You know my top 10 Sonic game? You know what? Well, let's get into it. Number 10. Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car. One of the original Sonic arcade games. Number 9. The Sonic Spinner from the Chuck E. Cheese Spinner games. Get lots of tickets. It has Sonic and Tails. It has all the good Sega Adventure gear on it. Number 8. Sega Sonic Popcorn Shop.
Yes.
You know what? I love popcorn. You love popcorn. Who doesn't love popcorn? You know, I think it's, you know, I think that says it for itself. Number 8, Sonic N for the N gauge. Anyone remember the N gauge? You know, the taco. You know,
that's
it's Sonic Advance, but on the go, and you can make phone calls or when you're playing the game. Come on.
It's good to know I'm not the only one who suffered through that. So I actually had an engage in that.
I want to Nokia Engage.
Speaking of portable Sonic Sonic games, the Sonic Jam for the Game Jam.
No!
Oh, the Gamecom. Yeah, I remember that.
Sorry. Sonic Jam for the Gamecom. You know, the most underrated, quote unquote, portable console of all time, which didn't that or boast to have internet connectivity back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Supposed to.
I think so.
They tried.
You had to buy the modem.
All right. Another mobile game, Sonic X Leapster.
I'm just, I don't want to spoil nothing. I'm just waiting for that just waiting for that dig to pop up. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 8. Number 6. It's Sonic Heroes McDonald's toys. You know, gotta go with the classic, you know, Sonic skateboarding, what's called mini game for the Sonic one, Knuckles with the soccer. And that's all I remember.
I know they had a shadow one.
There's a shadow. There's
a shadow one.
Knuckles
there's a shadow
basketball.
one. Was it basketball or was it soccer?
No, I'm pretty sure. If you're talking about that really crazy Jamaican commercial, yeah, that was basketball with Knuckles.
Yeah, I did see that.
Oh, what's it called? Let's say Mike, you know, hinted at it earlier with the Sonic Crackers, but actually, wait, no, never mind. Wait, it doesn't make sense. No, number 5, it's Sonic Extreme, the other canceled Sonic game for the Sega Saturn.
This is so good.
Number 4, let's just go regular one. Sonic Labyrinth for the Game Gear. Okay. Okay. So I recently did all the Game Gear games. I'll say this: Sonic Labyrinth is the only one that actually feels like its own like mobile or its own like portable game.
That is fair.
It is.
That is fair.
That is fair. I'll give it that. That's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
I'll give it.
no.
I'll give it that.
Yeah, that's all I give it. You know, like I actually had
On the
more fun
soundtrack, of
playing
course.
that. Yeah, I actually had more fun playing that than Sonic 1 and 2 on a Game Gear. Even Sonic Blast.
Oh, Sonic Blast.
Sonic Blast. Okay.
Number 3.
I think it's safe to say there might not be any crossover between our lists and this one.
Sonic Schoolhouse. We all
okay,
love
maybe there might be
educational games.
one.
Wait, one? What? Wait, what?
It's like there might be one.
We'll see. The Sonic Schoolhouse.
Schoolhouse, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I did all my 10. Okay. Okay, I'll just do a quick fire my actual top 10.
Okay.
10 is Sonic R, 9 is Sonic Advance 2, 8 is Sonic Riders, 7 is Sonic Rush, 6 is Murder Sonic the Hedgehog, 5 is Sonic 2, 4 is Mania Plus, 3 is Sonic Shout Generations, 2 is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, 1 is Adventure 2.
Awesome.
I gotta give the love and respect for you to have Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog in there, though.
Nice.
That gets all the love.
I haven't played it
Honestly,
yet.
like,
Yeah, no, I have to play
so
that.
good.
I've heard nothing
I-
but good things.
but
I think the main
Yeah.
thing about Sonic the Hedgehog that I don't think really gets explored a lot is the characters and just like everyone's interaction, just like the relationships that Sonic has or Sonic and all of his friends have with each other's, which is the main reason why I really loved comics back in the day.
Yep.
It's just like all the relationships, the interactions, and Murder Sonic the Hedgehog just has it in spades. It just like brings me back to those old Archie days.
yep.
Yes. Yes.
I-
It's like they
I-
gave them full freedom to be able to make something from the heart. And it was a funny little like April Fool's joke, but it turned out to be classic. Like I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah. I need to play that eventually.
Same.
You got it. It's so
I,
freaking good.
I'll have to make time for it at some point. But yeah, like the actual top 10 you had was awesome, but the top 10 that you also gave us, Gila, was amazing. Like, excellent.
Okay, so Gila, have you played the Gamecom Sonic Jam? Have you actually?
Yes, I
played it?
have.
Oh my goodness.
I was so back in the day, a friend of mine like he just kept sending me these weird like Sonic ROMs, and then he like tricked me. He's like, "Oh, this is like a Sonic Jam. You like this one?" Yeah. He
I
showed
love
me. He's like,
this.
"This isn't Sonic Jam." It's like, "Yes, it is. It's Sonic Jam. It's for the Gamecom." You made that up, didn't you? Nope.
Nah, that's real.
It's like he was like showing me
It
like
was
what's called
legit.
like the other like ROM, the other like Sonic hack games like Sonic Adventure 8 or whatever, Sonic Jam 6. Like those infamous
Oh,
ROM hacks
yeah.
were-
Yeah, Sonic Jam 6 is definitely an infamous one.
There was
Make
one
that.
I was waiting on. I wasn't sure if you've ever actually tried this. There was like this bootlegged Game Boy Color Sonic game. It was so bad. It had a Sonic 3 sprite. The intro was the Sonic and Knuckles intro, but then when you played it, it was nothing like it.
Oh yeah, no, that's
seen that
that's
one yet.
that's Sonic Adventure 8 whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet. I know like one of the more famous ones that I have is the Sonic 4 hack for Super NES. The one that's a hack of Speedy Gonzales, Grandes Bandidos. Yeah, I'm like, what?
I was so tempted to put like a some Mario on it. It's like, nah, that's technically
Oh,
a
yeah.
Mario game.
Technically,
is,
yeah.
yeah.
The Sonic Jam 6 though, that would have counted.
Sonic
True, I should've put that
.exe.
one on.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god. All right. Autumn, your turn.
Oh God, how do I follow that up? I was looking at my list and the old list was going down. I'm like, oh my God, mine is normal. What am I doing here? My top 10. I literally did like 15 minutes before we started, but this is my list. 10 is actually a game I've never played, but I've enjoyed so much watching other people, and I've eventually want to play it for this reason. Sonic 06. As much as it's a dumpster fire of a game, it is memed on to all hell, and I just want to give it a try and be a part of the meme. I love it that much.
Mm-hmm.
My number 9 is Sonic Adventure 2. I have it lower on my list because I like more of the retro Sonic games, so those more rise to the top of my list. But I can't deny Sonic Adventure 2 is up there with some of the best Sonic games ever made. Escape from the City is one of the best video game songs of all time, and Pumpkin Hill, like that whole soundtrack is great. So and again, played it last night with so much shenanigans behind it. It really made me love it even more. Except for one point, we were doing King Boom Boo, and
I hate that boss fight.
They kept messing with me, and I almost rage quitted at that point. But other than that, I had a lot of fun.
So I told you that my wife loves Knuckles, right? Like that fight, like still actually gave her like legitimate nightmares when she was younger. She hates King Boom Boo, and I troll her with him all the time.
One of my community members loves King Boom Boo, and
I love King Boom Boo.
I should have quit before that fight, but my number 8. I actually am a fan of this. I know a lot of people probably don't, but I actually did enjoy what I played of it. Toward the end, it could have gotten a little repetitive, but from what I actually enjoyed Sonic Frontiers.
Hey.
The open world concept of Sonic, what they tried giving us, it worked for the most part. I enjoyed the grittiness of it, and like I said, toward the end, it got a little repetitive, but nothing I couldn't overcome at the end. Yeah. So I did enjoy it. Number 7, Sonic Spinball.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, that's a left field choice. I'm here for it.
Just missed my top 10. Just missed it.
Fun fact, I just missed my top 10.
I was just like, I can't. I love Spinball so much, but I can't in good conscience place it in my top 10.
I will always go back to that game a lot. I will when I do shufflers on my stream, it tends to pop into the shuffler all the time because it is just so it's fun it's just a little romp through a 4 level. The 4th level is annoying as all hell, but it's still a lot of fun to play and go back to even now. Number 6 is Sonic 3D Blast.
Ooh,
also
really?
Yes. Again, these are I have a lot of oddball Sonic choices.
Oh, which version of 3D Blast? Because I know there was a slight difference, I think, between the two with the special stages.
The special stages,
or PC. PC has different stages or special stages.
Yeah.
I grew up with the Genesis version. I would love to. It's the Saturn version, right?
Right.
It's on the Saturn. I never owned a Saturn, so I never got to play it. I would love to go back and try it and see what the difference is. But I love that game. Like it's different enough that going through all the levels and like that soundtrack is really good too. Like that's always a general consensus with Sonic games. Sonic games have some of the best music. Ever produced.
Even if the games aren't always like spot on, you can pretty much, with the exception of like Chronicles, you can pretty much expect a banging soundtrack at least, even if the Sonic game is not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. My top 5 is definitely going to be more mainstream choices. My number 5 is Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
There you go.
What else do I have to say about 3 and Knuckles? It's one of the best. Ice Cap Zone's music, one of my favorite songs of all time. The original version, not the
agreed
BS.
Not that new crap.
Oh, like from Origins? No,
not the non-Michael Jackson version of the.
Like I understand that they did what they had to do, but it's like, come on, man. Nah.
They could have done a lot better.
When I played Origins on my stream, I literally muted the game and put the original song on because I couldn't.
Fair.
Okay, so that one's okay. Controversial opinion here. I actually kind of prefer that one because I actually grew up on that because I played how I played Sonic 3 back in the day was on the PC. And that version had the original PC version.
Yep.
So like I know what's it called Ice Cab, Carnival Night, and Launch Base.
Yeah.
They all have different songs. Yeah.
I get it, and I feel like that's a nostalgia thing too. Like when you when you've played version over the other, like some people will argue that Sonic CD's Japanese soundtrack is so much better than the English version. Like,
Yeah.
there's talk about those two.
Yep. It's like playing Crazy Taxi without the Offspring. Because there's a version that doesn't have it. It's like the same sort of thing. It's not the same.
It's like playing Crazy Taxi on my stream and can't have the music play.
That too. That too.
Yep, that too.
You're just sitting there like, I. My number 4 is Sonic Generations. I have not played the Shadow version. I would love to.
You gotta.
It's a good time.
It's so good.
I don't own it yet. I would love to try it. Obviously, I love the original version. I would totally love the Shadow version. I definitely need to play Shadow the Hedgehog in general at some point in my life just to see again, like 06, how bad it is.
That game is a trip and a half.
How bad or good it is, depending on how you feel about it. And my top 3 is very, in my opinion, very simple, but it speaks to me, and that's number 3 is Sonic 2. I Sonic 2, like growing up, that was one of the games that I feel like defines me as a gamer. Like, I didn't have a SNES growing up. I had a Sega, and I would play Sonic 2 all the time. Like, that was one game I would pop in all the time and just play and just run around. And it wasn't until many years later that I finally beat that final boss. That's why did you have to not give us rings for the final boss? But eventually I did finally beat it. But that whole soundtrack is great. And again, just going through those levels, and then having little brother syndrome with Tails, and even like the wonky 2-player mode of that game is so great too. Number 2 is Sonic Colors.
Ooh,
I actually do enjoy Colors. Planet Wisp is honestly in my top 5 video game songs of all time.
Beautiful.
Now that piano hits different.
Yeah, I can't not jam when I hear that song. And just like the whole aesthetic of that game being in an amusement park in the sky, in space, with all those Eggman lines that are playing constantly throughout. Like, there's some like comedic bangers. Baldy McNosehair being called Eggman, like even the color powers are fun to mess around with and figure out, and it's definitely up there for me as a great Sonic game. And my number 1 is Sonic Mania. I love Sonic Mania when it came out, and it was just this love letter to the history of Sonic, of 2D Sonic games. All the remixed levels, all the like, if you'd been paying attention to 2D Sonic for as long as it's been around, you will notice like them pulling pieces from CD and putting them into Chemical Plant, and all these little pieces that are put together, and it works so good. And even the original levels, like Studiopolis, again, great level. Like, why wasn't it thought to have like a studio printing press as a level at some point? It was great. So yeah, that is my number 1 Sonic game.
Fine list, an excellent one.
Excellent.
Good choices.
Now it's your...
I have a question.
What's up?
What do you think of the Sonic or Colors Ultimate remix of Planet Wisp?
The remixes are actually pretty decent for what they are. I kind of prefer the original.
Yeah, no, same.
What is it?
Sonic Colors Ultimate remix of Planet Wisp. I just know that one's let's just say a bit different than original.
It is.
It's still fine. It's still fine, but the original, just kind of like the game as a whole, like the original is just better.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mike said, that piano hits and you're just like, oh.
Same with all the other levels too, like especially Aquarium Park and Starlight Carnival for me, both phenomenal choices.
Yep. Asteroid Coaster for me.
Nice.
G, your turn.
All right, so my top 10 it's kind of a mixture of all around when it comes to Sonic 2. But I guess I'm gonna roll off with the top of my 10 with the game that y'all were just talking about. My number 10 is Sonic Colors. And I mean, like, specifically in just the original Sonic Colors. I'm not talking about Ultimate. Because, like, the original Sonic Colors, the reason why I love it so much is for most of the same reasons, just excellent stage design, just the environment and the color and the whimsicalness of it, utilizing and learning how to utilize all the different wisps to their full advantage. I know some people, like, will kind of scoff at the acting and the scripting and all that stuff, but I thought it was funny. I mean, personally, I thought the game was really, really funny. But I think one of the main reasons why I like Colors so much, a question that I get asked a lot is, I'm brand new to Sonic. What should be my first game to play? And first of all, I normally ask, like, hey, do you prefer 2D Sonic or do you prefer 3D? Do you want to start 2D or 3D? That's normally my first question to ask. We'll get to the 2D one later. But for like the 3D one, I typically will say, okay, what's your first? I would say Colors, because I feel like out of all the 3D Sonic games that you could go to, I feel like it's the most easiest to get into. It's one of the more polished ones. And it's a heck of a lot of fun. Then the soundtrack is just absolutely fantastic. Sweet Mountain for me is like Sweet Mountain and Planet Wisp, two of my favorite tracks in all of Sonic. And especially like whenever I hear those particular songs get remixed into other games in different capacities, which leads me to my number 9 is one of the reasons why I love Colors so much. That's my 10. But number 9, and this one might seem a little bit okay, explain. My number 9 is that right there. Sonic Rumble. Sonic Rumble is my number 9. And this is a more recent one. For those of y'all who don't know, Sonic Rumble is the mobile game from Rovio. That's the one that recently like kind of came around. So Sonic Rumble doesn't play like a traditional Sonic game. And yes, it is a mobile game. Yes, there are skins. Yes, there's stuff to pay. Yeah, absolutely, there is that. But underneath all the stuff that people will talk about, push all that off to the side. And you play like the initial game, and you realize just how much fun it is to play. It can be a blast. You don't even have to spend a dime. And like, just the love letters that they put to different facets of the franchise, and how the games, whenever they bring in tracks from other stages, typically like these music that you'll hear are jazz remixes of those individual songs. Case in point, Planet Wisp. The Planet Wisp song on there is so dang good. I mean, like, it's so good. And it's a lot of fun. And it's a shame that I feel like the hype and the desire in that game has kind of tapered off for multiple reasons. But I've put so many hours into that game, I can't even remember now. And it's just a heck of a lot of fun.
Can I just say the BioLizard remix?
Yes,
it's just
that
good.
remix is fire.
Yes.
The BioLizard fight. The BioLizard fight in Rumble just as a whole is just dang good.
We never got a chance to do that. The one time me and my buddies tried to play it.
And then the collaborations, I didn't even get to that. That's like we're about to get that Godzilla collaboration in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. He was in Rumble first, and so like he got his own stage where he attacks you. You see her on the ship, and just it's so cool. It's so very cool. So like I love it. There are times where I have raged. There are times where I've wanted to chuck my phone across the side, because you know what happens when you're dealing with like games like Fall Guys and stuff like that. It happens, right?
Yep.
But it's so much fun. So I made a last minute change to my list, like literally 2 minutes ago. I made a last minute change and I swapped out my number 8. My number 8 is Sonic Spinball.
Yes!
Because I know, like, for a second, like, you convinced me. I was like, you convinced me, because I had to think about it for a second. A game that, because I feel like for everybody that has like their favorites of their favorite games of their favorite franchise ever, there's always that one that you always feel like you have the special tie to, that you feel like other people don't quite feel and they don't quite get. And for me, it's Sonic Spinball. And I don't mean to like brag or like humble brag or tooting my own horn, though. It's like I've actually beaten this game deathless before. It was like out of nowhere, but I beat it deathless. I know this game backwards and forwards because I played the heck out of it as a kid. Because I know a lot of people go into Spinball expecting a pinball game, and it's like, no, this is a side-scrolling action Sonic style adventure that just happens to include some pinball mechanics. Like once you take the time, you learn how it works. You learn where the emeralds are. You learn some of the strategies to avoid not dying. You learn how to defeat each of the bosses. And then you get the mini games like in between where you see the characters from the Sat AM series. And then the soundtrack, man. And even though, yes, it's using gems, yes, it's a little shrill, but the melodies behind that soundtrack are so good. I especially love the machine. I love the bass hum, because I love the Genesis. It's my number 1 favorite console ever. But whenever Genesis music hits that bass beat, whenever it gets like a really strong bass beat,
That
it
that
just,
twang.
yes, it
Mhm.
just hits different, and it's exactly what a Sonic Speedball is, and that's why I always say I love it dearly. So I had to think about it, I'm like, you know what, I'll toss it on there because like, why not? It's one of my favorite games ever. And it is one of those that like once you start, you can't stop. Like once you start playing, you can't stop until you either
No.
finish or you game over.
Yeah.
So no, I love it. Number 7, Sonic 1 on Master System. That's my number.
Ooh.
That's my number 7. Because the thing about Sonic 1, I had a discussion with it's so funny because like with the Twitch Retro Guild that we're a part of, I had a discussion with somebody about dealing with classic Sonic and the whole gotta go fast kind of mechanic that people like, oh man, it's like I have to strategize, I have to stop and think, and it's like crunch it. And that means you probably didn't play the original Sonic 1 before anything else. You probably started when things become a lot more linear. The reason why I picked Master System Sonic 1 is because that one is a lot more open and has a lot more feel to it. The flow on this game is just so good. Because my number one issue I had with the game, because I love the Game Gear Sonic 1 too, but my main issue with that is the crunch. The screen crunch does kind of kill the game.
Yeah.
The Master System version fixes that. It's like it fixes that and then some. You got plenty of room to play with, finding the rest of the emeralds. The stage design is excellent. The boss fights are fun. And the Yuzo Koshiro soundtrack. Mwah.
Oh yeah, he did do the soundtrack.
He did, yep. He did the soundtrack from the Master System Game Gear Sonic 1. To me, I prefer that over Sonic 1 Genesis. I do. I do. And I love Sonic 1 Genesis. But the Master System one, oof, I love it dearly. I do. Number 6, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I don't think I can add any more to the conversation on Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I mean, it's just basically the quintessential 2D Sonic experience for anybody who's looking to go like for the classics. One of the reasons why I don't rate it as high as some of the others is that I do feel as a whole unit, I feel Sonic 3 by itself is too short. Sonic and Knuckles by itself is too short. You put them together, I feel it's a little tiny bit too long. That's really for a game that's meant to be, or kind of meant to be done in one sitting, but I can't deny just the sheer brilliance of it, like in many of the stages. And that's something that I'm surprised nobody's brought up yet when talking about Sonic 3. Did any of us as a kid, how long did it take for y'all to figure out the Barrel of Doom in
Well,
Carnival Night Zone? How long did it take for y'all to figure that out? And who
My, as far as I know, one of my cousins actually called the 900 line to figure that out.
Oh,
ooh,
Really?
That's what I was told.
Mm.
But yeah, you would sit there and just be like, what am I supposed to do? You would jump up and down on it, and it's like, oh, the time limit. I'm dead. Okay, cool.
like this, up and down, up and down.
Yep, you got to rock it. That's what I finally figured out because I kept jumping. I kept trying to figure out what to do. Fun story real quick, and I'll get back to my top 10, is that my sister came up with an idea because both of our controllers were plugged in, and she's like, why don't you have Tails carry you up? And sure enough, this is what I did the first time. I had Tails carry me up.
Nice.
So I cheated. It's not cheating. It's in the game. I found another way. It's not the optimal way to do it, but we did it. Later on, I figured out that you're supposed to go down, up, down, up, and then you're supposed to jump off like at the apex. That's when you figured it out. But I just thought it'd be funny to ask, like, how long did it take for y'all to figure out the Barrel of Doom? Because I know it did for me.
Yeah. It took until later that week when my cousin came over after hearing that we had Sonic 3, and we just figured it out. Like you just kept randomly just mash buttons till you pressed up and down, and that was it. I really think that they designed it that way to combat the people who rent the game from Blockbuster or any other place, just so that they could beat it and not have to buy the game.
Yep, probably. Because we all know that was a thing back then.
Yeah.
It's very possible.
Also,
all right, my number.
Can I just interject one?
Go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
Also, can we just say that Sonic 3 and Knuckles probably one of the first DLCs?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, it is probably one of the first examples of DLC, at least on console anyway.
Yeah.
It's like I feel that it is one of the first examples, and then the brilliance of being able to figure out like the full Blue Sphere game by connecting Sonic 1 and then connecting all the rest of the games to get unique levels in each. Playing as Knuckles in Sonic 2, although in hindsight, it's not the most optimal way to play Sonic 2, but it's still neat to see him in there, right?
Yeah, I would say that final boss battle. The Death Egg, that's much harder with Knuckles and Sonic.
A lot harder.
It
with
is.
much harder. Knuckles
Also-
is basically hard mode.
Yeah, no, it is. I also just this popped in my head being a Zelda fan. I'm wondering if like Sonic 3 and Knuckles led to Capcom thinking about how to do the Oracle games to link them.
Probably.
Maybe. Well, possibly, because I can't think like what came out first. Did Pokemon come out first, or did those Zelda games come out first? 'Cause I wonder if
Pokemon
maybe
came out
that was
first.
Pokemon came out first. Okay, so I wonder if that might have had a little bit of both.
Probably.
maybe
How did
I-
the Zelda
I-
Oracle games connect? By the way.
Passwords.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you beat the game, you get a password, inserted at the beginning of the second game. They link, and then certain things you do in the second game will also give you passwords to go back. I just recently did it on stream. It's a very interesting way to do it. For sure.
Nice.
Is that-
All right,
wow,
well then,
that's
my number 5, and I love the fact that y'all talked about this earlier about between like Sonic Racing, Crossworlds, and everything, and because Crossworlds is awesome, don't get me wrong, but my heart goes to Sonic and All Stars Transformed for pretty much the same reasons as mentioned before. Because the thing is that Crossworlds, it's I keep going back and forth as to whether or not, from a gameplay standpoint, do I prefer Crossworlds over Transformed. But at the same time, though, I can't deny the love of all the Sega franchises that they put into that game that still haven't arrived in Crossworlds. I think in time we probably will, but I'm not holding my breath that we're gonna get a Burning Rangers level in Crossworlds. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Nah.
Please.
Now, I don't think that's gonna
I would
happen
love
at
for
all.
that to happen.
I would
I
love it.
doubt we're gonna get a Skies of Arcadia level.
Please.
I doubt it. I'm just like, I would love to see it. As a huge fan of Skies of Arcadia,
Same.
I would. I love Skies, but
Yeah, please.
I
Billy
just- I
Hatch
just-
has no chance of coming back either.
I don't know about that one. Billy Hatcher might. He might. I don't know about that.
I need to play more of the Sonic racing games myself.
Yeah.
They're all pretty good as far as like the ones, at least the ones in cars. You could probably skip Team Sonic Racing, but all the rest of them definitely are worth it. The original All Stars and Transform and Crossworlds, they're all great.
Oddly enough, the only racing game I ever played was Sonic R.
Hey, Sonic R's
No,
great.
no,
listen,
no, no. No, don't listen to them. There's only one Sonic racing game you need to play, and that's Sonic Free Riders. You know, get yourself
Oh,
get yourself
no.
360, get yourself a Connect.
Hey, listen,
You
I've
know,
actually played Free Riders before. It's actually not that bad if you actually know how to use the Connect. I've dealt with it before. I actually
Okay,
know
okay.
how
We're
to
actually
install
learning
Connect,
that, and that's
Okay,
pain.
okay,
as it
Mike,
is.
please tell me how to use the Connect, please.
Yeah,
'Cause
Trust me, it
Because
took a while, but I figured it out. Some of the movement wasn't the greatest, but I eventually figured it out.
I brought that to
Oh,
a
no.
convention last year.
Yeah, Metropolis Speedway is still my favorite level for Free Riders. The music alone.
Oh, the music of Free Riders is amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good.
It's excellent, but the game is broken.
Yeah,
But it is one of those. It's like
I made
but
it
the thing is
playable, but
that
you're right, it's broken.
I do feel that I learned how to play Free Riders quicker than I learned how to play Sega's own Rise of Nightmares for Connect. So there is that.
Wait, yeah, and also, 2 players you can hold hands.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that.
I've
and-
tried
and
that too.
I've done that, and my wife and I were just like, because we did it on stream for a charity stream once. It was an unlock for a charity stream that we did, and
Nice.
we both tried it together. We're just like, this isn't working. We tried so hard, but hey,
My
it
friend
was
tried to
good,
do it, and he actually
so-
jumped up and hit the light fixture in my living room.
Ooh,
Oof.
I'm
no.
sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to deal with Connect, man. You got to make sure you have the space.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
really do. But yeah, I love Transformed, and I'm hoping that more remnants of what was in Transformed will come to be in Crossworlds. I'm just glad that with Crossworlds they went back to form, because I feel like it basically is a Transformed too. Like at its core, I think
Oh, no,
it is,
for
because, you know,
sure.
with that,
Yeah,
and
it
but then
it
with
really is.
portals, yeah, it's like it's Transworld 2, but with portals.
Now you're thinking
So-
of portals.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But I still prefer Transformed. Like as a whole, that one took a lot of soul searching for me. And who knows, maybe later on down the road, I might say, okay, you know what? Actually, I prefer Crossworlds more. But for now, it's Transformed. My number 4, Sonic Mania. Yeah, Sonic Mania just barely edged out my top 3. When you invited me to be on this, and I started making my top 10. I wrote it all down and I put it all on my Google Keep, and then I kept flopping my 3 and 4 back and forth. I kept flopping them back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I had to think about in 2026. Which one do I prefer more between 3 and 4? And ultimately, I decided Mania, as wonderful as it is, because to me, I think it is the quintessential, probably, this is the game. Remember, I was talking about earlier how one of the reasons why I like Sonic Colors so much is because if I could recommend anybody, what's your first Sonic game? I would say Colors. If you prefer 2D, in my opinion, I think Mania should be your first.
Oh no,
Yep.
agreed.
Agreed.
I think because again, all that ease and accessibility, you get basically a snippet of Sonic's history, just like in a little tiny bit, along with some brand new levels, some brand new abilities. You get to play as Mighty and Rave. You have the Plus expansion and all of that, and then on top of it, the T-Lope soundtrack. Just the T-Lope soundtrack is incredible. Absolutely,
the remix
incredible.
of Act 2 from Act 1.
Oh my goodness.
Chemical Plant Act 2 still hits hard.
Yes.
Mean
yes.
Bean Machine. We didn't even talk about Mean Bean Machine
was
being
just
that
about to talk about
boss.
I was just about to talk about that. It's like speaking of Easter eggs and talking about the bosses that are hidden in those Easter eggs, dude. The callback to Sonic CD with Metal Sonic, the Puyo battle in Stage 2. It's
When I dropped into that, I'm like, I am playing Puyo Puyo. Are you kidding me? I love this.
I never thought they would even reference Puyo Puyo in Sonic, and the fact that they did, that was amazing.
was too funny. Like I wasn't a self-employed at this time when Mania came out. I was working at a desk job and we were doing some overnight stuff for a project that we were working on and the game came out. And my wife played it first before I did. She actually got to play it first. Now granted, she much prefers 3D Sonic over 2D. But when she played Mania, she got to that. She's like, I don't want to spoil anything, but you need to play Mania as soon as you can. You're going to freak out at the second boss. And sure enough, I played it. I was like, oh, what the? Like in the other room. Because she didn't spoil it. And then I played it. I was like, oh my, that's awesome. I implore Sega, please, I implore you, please make a Sonic Mania 2. Please make a Sonic Mania 2 and make it at least like 95% original.
Yeah.
That's what
I agree.
want.
Yeah.
That's what I
No,
want. I feel like Superstars should have been that. And it wasn't quite
It
there.
It
wasn't.
failed.
I don't think Superstars was a
me
fail.
and Pete did a co-op playthrough with 4 players for Superstars. That was a freaking disaster.
Yeah, it was.
really?
Glitches galore.
I have not
Glitches
played it.
galore.
Yeah, no. Like Superstars had it almost had it. There was just it.
Yeah.
When I was going through it, I even said while I was streaming it, even the soundtrack feels off. Like
yes.
And the final level, like doing it in reverse, was such a great concept. Like that was like, I love that, but like a lot of the levels just felt flat to me in that game.
I feel the same way about Superstars. I don't mean to go off real quick, but like I feel the same way about Superstars as I feel about Team Sonic Racing. I feel that it's just too safe. It's too safe. Like, is it a bad game? No. But I would have liked them try to do some things a little bit differently. And I thought the 4-player multiplayer, like, because when I first saw the trailer for it, like during the Nintendo Direct and everything, I was like, oh my goodness, this looks like Sonic crossed with new Super Mario Brothers. Like, I'm kind of about this. This looks awesome. And then the game came out, and then I played it. Fun fact, I still have not finished Superstars to this day. I need to go and finish it. But I was just like, this isn't bad. It's fine. And to me, I think one of the worst things in a Sonic game you can be is just.
Yeah.
Like, I really think it is.
I'm going to say
However,
this.
It did bring us Trip, though. And I do love Trip. So, like, as a character. So it did bring us her. But other than that.
What were you going to say, Gila?
Once the Team Sonic Racing literally brought back like half the levels from the original Sonic and All-Stars Racing.
Real quick.
Yeah.
You going to say, Gila?
I'm just going to say this. I don't think Sonic works well as a co-op platformer.
No.
It just moves too fast.
I could see that.
Like compared to Mario, like Mario like works well as a co-op platformer. Sonic does not.
No.
Like my favorite co-op platformer of all time is Rayman Origins. Like that's why I love that game so much. And I was hoping that maybe this was gonna be it, but it wasn't.
No.
So, it's far from the worst. It's definitely not the worst, but it should have been so much better.
It was just
that's what I was hoping it would be. I was like, well, something in the of like Mania, but not quite.
It was just a funny coincidence how Superstars happened to come out in the same week as Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Yeah, Sega kind of puffed their chest out at that. I'm like, it's not a good move. Not a good move, guys.
Not at all.
Nope.
And they paid for it dearly.
That was a bad move.
So, yep, that's a bad move. I think they learned their lesson on that.
They have.
I think they did. And also, I think it's really funny, too, because I remember for the longest time, like, it was kind of dodgy as to who made Superstars. It's like, did Sega do this in house? I was like, who did it? Who did it? Who did it? And then when the game came out, and then you saw the logo at the beginning, and then you look, I think it was Aspect, I think is the name of them.
Arzest.
And then you looked it up, it was like Arzest. That's it. Thank you. And I was like, who the heck is Arzest? These team made Ball and Wonderworld.
They made Battle Wonderworld.
Yeah.
They made
That's why they hit it.
They made Yoshi's New Island. Hey Pikmin.
Oh God.
Man.
Like
so that's why they hit it. Now, granted, it was not nearly a disaster as Ballin, but still.
So it's our new generation LGN. Are you trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
More like Ocean.
Not really.
I mean,
Okay, I gotta give you
I'll
props.
take that.
You said Balan Wonder World instead of Balan Wonderland.
Yeah. It took me forever to not do that.
yeah.
That's like how when talking about Virtua Fighter Crossroads and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, I've already caught myself like jumbling those two over. I'm like, you really could have given this a different subtitle, guys, than Crossroads.
Yeah.
Just, it's gonna happen. By the way, I'm excited for that. But anyway, going completely off the rails. Yeah, Sonic Mania is my number 4. I still love the game dearly. I pretty much pick that game up like at least maybe once every 3 months or so and give it a good playthrough, just because I love it dearly and I want a sequel. Give me a sequel.
Yeah.
Please. But yes, so number 3. So like I said, I was flip-flopping between this and this 2. And then ultimately, I think because me as an adult now, Sonic Adventure 2. Because I was like, because as a whole, I prefer 2D Sonic. But I think from a personal standpoint, like Adventure 2 just hits on so many notes. And I guess to an extent, Adventure 2 Battle should really be the one in that spot. Because as much as I played Adventure 2, because fun fact for me, I didn't play and finish Adventure 2 on Dreamcast. I did on GameCube when I picked it up for GameCube later for Battle.
Yep,
That's
same.
when I sat down and I finished it. And yeah, with all the extra polish and the extra content and everything did on it. I mean, and it brought so much to it. The incredible soundtrack, just the atmosphere of the characters, the voice acting is in the whole, because like Ryan Drummond is already like my nostalgic favorite voice of Sonic.
Same.
But at the same token, then you got Shadow, who was like peak perfection. So what it is, Shadow just brought us just like one of the coolest like anti-heroes that you could ever face in any video game, like ever. The multiplayer is just so much fun. The boss fights are great. Getting the Bio-Lizard fight is one of my favorite boss fights in any video game. Like full stop. And it holds up so well. I know people always talk about like, man, I want to see an Adventure 2 remake. I'm like, I don't think Adventure 2 needs a remake. I don't think it does. I think it holds up super well. Now the other 2 games around it, especially Heroes, I think really, really need a remake. But 2, it's timeless. Like it's one of this is peak timeless 3D Sonic. That's just really that's why I love it. But it's not my favorite 3D Sonic. Like just in general. And that goes to my number 2. My number 2 is Sonic X Shadow Generation. Because it would have been the original Sonic Generations regardless. Because like I love again, going back to a game just like Sonic Mania, but going back to a game that just hits all the right notes and taking 2D Sonic and 3D Sonic and molding them in just a beautiful little package. Lots of Easter eggs galore, just the way that they handled those classic stages. Being able to bring Sonic 06 into a game in the means that I would actually want to play it. Hey, that's great. But it's just, I remember when I got Generations 1 day 1 and I played it from back to back. I did not sleep that night. I played it from like forward to forward to finish it and to try. I never 100%ed it. And I don't do that for a Sonic game. That speaks a lot. Like I literally binged it. I typically don't do that. But for that one, I did because I just enjoyed it so much. And then we got X Shadow on top of it. And the extra polish and the extra red star rings that they did in the attachments for the original game. But then Shadow's story. I'm not going to spoil it because I know Twilight, you haven't played it yet. But I will say, though, I cried at the ending of Sonic X Shadow.
Nah, it hit me in the feels too.
It hits hard. It hits really, really hard. And they played it to perfection.
Now I really need to play this.
It's worth it.
You really should. You really should. I bought that game too many times now. I'm still waiting on my limited run copy. But I bought that game like so many times over, and I knew I would because I knew this game was going to be a freaking blast.
I mean, Generations, even sitting like Generations, like as a nostalgic Sonic fan, like 1, 2, and 3, like seeing those 3 levels in 3D was a trip and a half as well. I love my playthrough on stream. I glitched through Green Hill Zone. That was hilarious.
Nice. But it's not my number 1 because no other game can be my number 1 for someone who's been a fan since '91, and I have to think about like the quintessential Sonic experience. What is like the zen of anything for me, and that is Sonic. Sonic 2 is my number one. I feel that like it is the perfect blend of exploration, of speed, of action, of strategy, of depth, bringing in Tails. The boss fights are all amazing. The soundtrack is amazing. The length is like near perfect for me. Yes, the final boss is hard. It is. But like literally everything on this game. It's another one that I just once I started, I can't stop it. And I loved how like when they brought it back, like when Christian Whitehead did that original remake of it, I think it was 2013, I think. That originally that came out, and I got to play it in widescreen on like on my big TV, and I was just like, oh, I had a moment. Like I had a moment.
Yeah.
Because to me, I do retro stuff every day of my life. There's only like little times that like there are some games that like when I pick them up now, I truly this is not a 2026 G who's really kind of harkening back to those days. Sonic 2 and one other game in particular, which would be Streets of Rage 2. I probably and three games really. I guess the other one being Super Mario Brothers 3. Those are really the three games that I could pick up now and I feel like a kid again. This is the one that like even from just start to finish, I pick it up, I immediately am harkening back. This is not me like I'm looking at my childhood. I'm seeing this through the eyes of kid, and I'm feeling those moments every single time. I love Sonic 2 dearly. Number one with a bullet.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Originally, if this would have been years ago, Sonic 2 would have been my number one, but there have been many games that came afterwards that, well, like many, like more recent stuff happened to make their way like ahead of it in my top 10. So I've been thinking a lot about my top 10 and where everything would place. I have a few surprises. I will say though that though in terms of placements, but most of the games have been mentioned, but there's one that has not been mentioned that I'm gonna bring up in just a minute. I'm just making sure because I'm just looking over my top 10 and I'm pretty confident with everything right here. So number 10 is Sonic Colors. Not Sonic Colors Ultimate, but the original Sonic Colors that was on the Wii. And I remember when I got that game, because the Sonic games for a while had mixed receptions and negative reception, and then that was like the first one in a while where everyone said was really good. Because I remember enjoying Sonic Colors a whole bunch on the Wii. Because it happened to come out not too long after Sonic 4 Episode 1. And I remember that was the one that got the most hype. And Colors didn't get that much hype. But then when I went to New York Comic Con that year in 2010, and Sega had their booth, and they had both games, I tried them both. And I was actually more interested in Sonic Colors than I was in Sonic 4 Episode 1. And then I tried Sonic 4 Episode 1, and I thought it was okay, but it was just way too safe. The soundtrack was kind of dull. And
there is no physics.
it was a mobile game that they ported to consoles. Like I bought it on the Wii, but then I decided to get it on 360 just to get some Xbox 360 achievements. And I ended up getting it on Steam because of a Steam sale, because they had like one of those like buy all these Sonic games on Steam for a very cheap price, and that's what I did. Mm-hmm. But when I played Sonic Colors, now that was amazing. Like the music, the visuals, even for the Wii standards, because the Wii was not high definition, but it was really good. Like
it was. It's beautiful.
I enjoyed the setting. Mm-hmm. The story was basically like typical Sonic, but it worked. And it was also, I believe it was the first like mainline Sonic game where they changed all the voice actors except for Dr. Eggman, because because I think the last Sonic game that had the 4 kids voice actors, the whole cast, was Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. That was the last one.
Yeah, this one was Roger and Colleen's debut. was this
Yeah.
one.
And because it was this and also Sonic Free Riders that had the new voice cast. It's just that Eggman was the same one as 4Kids because it's Mike Pollock. And they and then like I felt like Roger did very well. Like it was an adjustment period for people to start getting used to Roger because for years Jason Griffith. I personally am not the biggest Jason Griffith fan, but I will admit that in the later years he did improve. But I really did like Roger's performance here. And I thought that they all did a great job with like how they portrayed Sonic in this game. Sonic Tails, the Wisps were pretty cool. Like I love all those powers. It was a lot of fun. So that's my number 10.
I also want to say real quick, can I interject on something? I really appreciate that when you were bringing up that like colors was kind of the beginning of like the upward trajectory.
Yes.
I actually want to appreciate that you didn't sound like, you know, every other YouTuber on the planet. It's like, man, Sonic had such a rough transition to 3D. I'm actually really glad that you did that. So I respect that. Thank you.
There was
Yeah.
just that chunk of time where, yeah, there.
It's like we all know it was a dark time. Move on.
Yeah.
Get over it.
It's
Yep.
you know what it is? It's the fact that because after that, like then we got some better games that came afterwards. But number 9, we're gonna go back to 1996, and we're not talking about Sonic 3D Blast here. No. We're not talking about that Sonic Extreme game that got canceled. No. We are gonna talk about Sonic's very first game in 3D. Like, did you think that Sonic Adventure was Sonic's first game in 3D? Nope, it was not. That would be Sonic the Fighters.
Yes.
So-
Like, are you going with this? Sonic the Fighters. Yes.
So Sonic the Fighters was a fighting game with an all Sonic cast. It has Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy. We got SBO from Knuckles Chaotix. We got Fang the Sniper from Sonic Triple Trouble. And then we got 2 OCs, Bean the Dynamite, and we got Bark the Polar Bear.
Bark, my boy.
Yep.
So Bean, real quick, Bean is actually not an OC Sonic character. Bean came from a different Sega game called
Dynamite Ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So he came from that first. See, but then he managed to stumble his way, kind of like Flicky, right?
Yep.
So they managed to stumble their way into the Sonic universe,
And
bless him for it.
and the thing, and this game had the Death Egg too, and all the characters held a tournament to see who earned the right to face against Eggman. And for whatever reason, this game has 8 Chaos Emeralds. You get a Chaos Emerald every time you beat any of your opponents. And this also includes a clone of yourself that you fight at some point in the arcade mode. And then when you beat all your opponents and get all the Chaos Emeralds, you go on the ship to the Death Egg 2, and you face against Metal Sonic, which they base Metal Sonic off of a character from Virtua Fighter named Dural, who uses every single, either every single move or most of the moves from all the other fighters in that game. The same thing applies here. Like, Tails has a move where he grabs you, he picks you up, lifts you up in the air. And then,
That takes out like half your health.
And drops
that
you.
move is so cheap. It's so cheap.
well,
It's so much damage.
Metal Sonic does that as well. And
Yep.
I'm not sure if it's me who sees it, but I think it does more damage when
No,
Metal
it does.
Oh,
It's
no, it
almost
does.
3/4 amount.
Yeah.
Yep, it does.
Yeah. And then after that, you fight against Eggman. It's a very quick fight. You only get 1 round. You have to beat him really fast. But the ending is the same whether if you beat it or not. Because either way, you escape. The Death Egg 2 is destroyed. And in the end, you would see Eggman and Metal Sonic just zooming out of there because they got defeated. But the game was a lot of fun. Like, I've actually first found an arcade machine at Coney Island back in 2001, I want to say. But it was not called Sonic the Fighters. It was called Sonic Championship.
Championship.
Because
Yep.
at the time, Sega of America was worried about Sonic fighting, but they still released the game here, and they call it Sonic Championship. But it's the same game, and And the intro, they misspelled Robotnik's name, like, but I thought it was fun. I had a good time with the game. That was like one of the few times I've ever seen the arcade machine in person, because most of my experience comes from the GameCube Sonic Gems collection.
Yep.
Because like getting that for Sonic the Fighters, Sonic R, Sonic CD, that was wild.
Yep.
But I enjoyed Sonic the Fighters so much, and I honestly am just puzzled as to why it's not on like PlayStation 4 or 5. It's not on Switch or Switch 2. It's not on PC. You can play it on Xbox because it's a backwards compatible game on like 360. But the fact that they never made a new version of it where you could play it, the closest they did was they put it in 2 games in the Like a Dragon series, Lost Judgment, and I believe the other one was Infinite Wealth. Both of them had Sonic the Fighters cabinets in those games.
Yep.
The fact that Sega has not re-released them on modern platforms for online play is definitely a shame.
So real quick, one of the things that I do, because self-employed, one of the things I do is I work for a traveling tournament company, and we do tournaments all over the country. But the thing about that is that we run tournaments for Sonic the Fighters, and I tell you, they are some of the most hype tournaments that we ever run. And I have learned so many strats, because people will always palm off Sonic the Fighters like, oh, it's just a dumb little fighting game. It's fun. It is shockingly deep. There is a lot of depth to that game that I had no idea about until I talked with some of the people in those tournaments. I was like, and it made me love the game even more. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Apparently Pac-Man's also now a mod that you could get into a version of Sonic the Fighters now.
They did mod them in.
Yeah, somehow.
I will say though, if you ever somehow gain access to playing Sonic the Fighters, it's a treat. It's well worth your time. I love it. Number 8, it's already mentioned. It's Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. There's really not a whole lot I can say that hasn't already been said on here, but I will say this. To me, it's the best Sonic racing game I've ever played. Even more than Cross Worlds, even more than Sonic R. No, I do want to at least play the first 2 Sonic Riders games. I want to give those games a shot. I haven't had a chance to play them. Well,
I love those games, but they almost made it in my top 10.
I love
Riders
Sonic Riders.
Riders
is definitely worth it.
I'll try it out. So number 7, I'll skip to it. Since I don't have much else to contribute to Transform that hasn't been said. Sonic Adventure 2, but specifically Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Here's my thing. By the time I was saving up, like I was gonna get a Dreamcast at some point, but then in 2001, there was like a PlayStation magazine that said Sega on PlayStation 2. I'm not sure if it was official PlayStation magazine or PSM, one of those two. And I was like, wait, what? And then like that was the first time I've ever found out that Sega was gonna go third party. And then later on, I found out that Sega was making games for GameCube, Game Boy Advance, and Xbox. So, and I was like, I might as well just save up for a GameCube instead. And I got my GameCube, and the first 2 games I got were Melee and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, holy fuck. Now that was awesome. Like, first time playing the game. The music, just going through the stages, the Shao Garden, like the hero team, the dark team, just seeing the stories intertwine with each other, and the multiplayer modes. Like I've played multiplayer mode with my brother. We had so much fun with it. Whether it's like the racing mode or like just you running, like the running stages where like it's like you versus Shadow, and like you had to do chaos control on each. Like I would do chaos control, my opponent would do chaos control. It was so good. Like, need I say more about Sonic Adventure 2? So good.
Amy Flash, no.
Oh, I forgot. Just wait a minute.
Just wait a minute.
Wait a minute. And then
Just wait a minute.
However, despite the fact that I love Sonic Adventure 2, I actually prefer Sonic Adventure 1. So that's my number 6. Sonic Adventure 1 is better on Dreamcast than it is on any other platform. However,
Yes.
however, when I streamed it, it was on Steam, though I should have at least, because like at the time, my computer, I was not sure if I was capable of modding. My computer is capable of modding it now to make it more like the Dreamcast version, but at the time, like I wasn't sure how to do it without like overdoing my PC. But yeah, Sonic Adventure was a fantastic game. I love all the storylines. If anything, it actually made me appreciate Big the Cat a lot more than I ever thought.
Yes.
Like it's like Big story was amazing. Gamma story sad. I will say though that if I had to pick a least favorite storyline, it's probably Tails. I don't know why, but like I love Knuckles' storyline. Amy,
it's fine.
actually no, I take that back. It's actually Amy. It's really hard. That's the thing. It's hard, and the thing is that they're still all pretty good. but Sonic had the most because obviously it's Sonic. But I still had a great time, and I will say I prefer the treasure hunting in Adventure 1 over Adventure 2 because at least they're in spots where you know where the treasures are. Because in Adventure 2, it's always random, and it gets annoying when you're trying to navigate, like when you die and then all of a sudden they're at random places. At least in Adventure 1, you know where they are. And I will say though that it was still a lot of fun going back to Adventure 1. The thing is that we all talk about how much we love Live and Learn, but Open Your Heart's really good.
Oh no, that's still one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah.
And the fact that they actually had like remixes of music from Sonic 3D Blast, there was also a track that was originally meant to be in Sonic 3D Blast that didn't go that went unused, but was used in this game instead. It was in Twinkle Park. And
I thought we were talking about the in the air part when you're going in Windy Valley, the final part where it uses Green Grove Stone from 3D Blast.
Yeah, that's in there as well and like there's one of the Twinkle Park had 2 Sonic 3D Blast tracks, one that got used, which was the main theme as well as Panic Puppet, and the other one was never used. Not sure where it would have actually taken place.
It was supposed to be the special stages for Knuckles.
Oh. Yeah, that would have made more sense. But yeah, Adventure 1 was amazing. Number 5 is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The very first game I ever got when it came out. And I had at least the Sonic 3 part of it. I had to beg my parents just so that they can get it on Groundhog Day back in '94. Like I just the thing is that I did not expect them to say yes. I was expecting them to tell me no, we won't be able to get it for you for a while. You have to wait till like your birthday or something. But no, they just gave it like. And the thing is like usually like begging does not really work for my parents, but that was one of the times where it actually did. We went to a retail store that no longer exists, Caldor. Not sure if anyone remembers that one. And so that's where they picked it up. And I remember we just played it because I remember the hype leading up to it was the Happy Meal toys at McDonald's, which I never got Eggman or Knuckles. I've only got Sonic and Tails. I don't have them anymore though, but I had them. And the thing is that the reason that the game split into 2 is because of the McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Otherwise, it would have been a full complete game.
Yep.
But I remember like when I made it to Carnival Night and I had the whole Barrel of Doom. Then I had to wait till my cousin to come over and we figured it out. And then though he beat the game first, but then I beat the game afterwards. Like after when I did my own playthrough, like starting over, and I knew what to do in Carnival Nights. So that's still my muscle memory forever. And it's funny how like Sonic 3 is actually the first Sonic game I've beaten, even though it's not the first Sonic game I've owned.
Really?
The first Sonic game I've owned was Sonic 2, but we'll get to Sonic 2 in a bit. But I enjoyed Sonic 3, and then when we got to, and then we had to wait up until like later that year, even though it came out in October '94. I didn't get Sonic and Knuckles until Christmas. My mom said, "You gotta wait till Christmas." So we waited, and then it was Christmas Eve, and the wait was torture. It was torturous. Like, we had to wait and wait. She kept making us wait, and then she just gave in and just gave it to us. Say, here, go play it. And we played it. We locked on the cartridge, and then the moment we saw the menu, it said stage 7. I was like, oh, we can finally continue. So we went to Mushroom Hill, and we could not get enough. We played until Mom forced us to go to bed, and then we just kept playing it, and we loved the Sonic and Knuckles. I will say I prefer the Sonic and Knuckles stages over the Sonic 3 stages. Though I will say if there's any Sonic stage I prefer over any of the ones in Knuckles, Sonic 3 Knuckles, is probably Carnival Night and Hydrocity. Those two. But I love everything else. I love Flying Battery. I love Lava Reef, Sky Sanctuary. My least favorite stage is Sandopolis.
Sandopolis. I knew it.
No one likes Sandopolis.
No one likes Sandopolis.
Especially Act 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forget it.
Yeah.
No one likes Sandopolis.
And then it's like just beating the game and actually seeing the ending actually just felt so good. And it's Hydrocity, not Hydro City. I'll say that right now.
No, it's definitely Hydrocity.
Yes.
It is Hydrocity. It literally says it on the screen.
Yes. If it was Hydro City, there would have been a space in between. So there was no space.
I get it's a meme.
I'd say so. I looked at both the Japanese and the American manuals for Sonic 3 yesterday while playing Sonic Jam, and it says Hydrocity, not Hydro City. There's no spaces there. It's all one word in both the manuals. So it's Hydrocity, not Hydro City.
This is not some Berenstein Bears like conspiracy. It's
No.
literally there.
Now,
I guess I'm the only one in the call who called it Hydro City.
well, I'll say this.
That's all good.
There is, however, a fun fact that I want to bring up. There was this music group, Right Said Fred, who was known for "I'm Too Sexy." They actually did a music video called Wonder Man, and it had footage from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and they even had like a spokesperson from Sega of Europe in the music video. And like the fact that they actually reference a lot of Sonic 3 stuff because there was a marketing, because that's the thing. In Europe loves Sonic, especially the UK.
Oh yeah.
The UK they love Sonic just as much as we do, if not maybe more. But they were really hyped up for Sonic 3, like having a music video with gameplay footage of the game. It was fantastic. It's one of those things where no one would ever expect to see any of that. Also, I will say that I also grew up with the Michael Jackson music that was used in the Genesis versions. And I know that, Gila, you did mention that the PC game, I think it was Sonic and Knuckles Collection, because that had the different tracks. It turned out that those tracks were in a beta. Like there was
the prototype version.
The prototype version, they actually sound better than the ones that they actually used in Sonic Origins.
It still bogs my mind why they just didn't use those versions. Like,
I don't know.
They're good.
They are.
It's right there.
Yeah.
The Origin versions are trash.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, no, they're all just bad. Yeah.
If you hear the prototype versions, despite the fact that they're prototypes, they sound so much better.
Everything just sounds cleaner. I mean, it's like Origins, just Sonic 3 as a whole. Like Origins, the audio in Sonic 3 is just. Ooh, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
I heard 3 got the worst deal of the 3 of them.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It's sad though. Like the thing is that even if, let's say, they would have put Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles onto Nintendo Switch Online through the Genesis NSO, they would still use the same music from Sonic Origins because they can't use the Michael Jackson music, unfortunately.
Yep.
It's like they never had a problem until like after Michael Jackson died. That's when everything like went off the rails.
I have a little conspiracy about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's it called? It was like around 2011, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
There's this whole thing of like trying to figure out if Michael Jackson did work on them. And so, what was it? What was that one? Game trailers?
Game trailers did Pop Fiction.
Yeah, they did a thing called Pop Fiction where they investigated the whole thing. And then, coincidentally, after that video where they kind of like explained the whole like Michael Jackson and like the correlation between like him working in the music and what was his what's it called? His keyboardist that was with him, and he did a song
There was
Ice Cap Zone Hard Times.
Yeah, Brad Buxer.
Yep.
Yeah, Brad Buxter. Yeah, like coincidentally after that, they never released Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah.
They never released the original Sonic 3. It's always Sonic and Knuckles. Like before that, they released the Sonic 3 and Knuckles on Steam, but then after that, every collection only had Sonic and Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have this weird conspiracy that everyone just kind of like brought it up or just like made aware of it to the point where the Jackson estate was like made aware that, oh hey,
See, but then
if Michael Jackson
weird.
did work on this, then they can claim royalties and Sega can't really do much, or
But
because
it's like how it's weird how like the PC version of the Sega Classics collection they somehow wedged Sonic 3 and Knuckles in there, which I thought was odd. It was like out of all of the collections past that point, like that one got it. It's weird. On only the PC version, like neither of the. Now, granted, they're long delisted now, but still, it's weird. It's so weird.
It really was.
I'm with you though. It's just like, why wouldn't you just use the cleaner versions that were already available to you instead of trying to do something different? I don't know. It's like you cut corners to cut corners, but you already had something there which would have been less cutting corners because you already had it.
Yep. I linked a couple.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Origins
is just cutting corners the game.
I will say though that I will defend Origins in terms of some of the content they had, but yeah, with Sonic 3, that one I would say is where they could have handled some stuff better.
Yeah, I agree.
But I did share some videos in the podcast guest room, so you guys can watch whenever you can. But like they had the Pop Fiction, the Michael Jackson Sonic 3 thing, and the original video from Q Jimbo, who made the original like speculation of if Michael Jackson really worked on it, and another one from my friends at the D-Pad who made a brief history of Michael Jackson's Sonic 3 like a couple of years ago. Very good, insightful videos regarding Sonic 3 and Michael Jackson. So number 4 is Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is my first Sonic game I've ever played. And when I got my Genesis back in '93 for Christmas that year, and Sonic 2, it blew me away. Like, I loved it. And, like, playing as Sonic, and then we got a second controller so my brother could play as Tails, and we did the co-op together, we did Versus. Sonic 2 was so much fun. The biggest thing I'll say about Sonic 2 is that my least favorite stage in the game is both acts of Oil Ocean.
Yeah.
Like that, and also Metropolis Act 3.
I don't like Metropolis. The enemies in Metropolis I just hate with a passion.
Yeah, I can tell you the one in particular that always gets me, the Mantis. The Mantis.
The Slicers,
the Slicers. Yeah. What's it called the Starfishes.
Yeah, were they Asterons or something like that?
The Asterons, Slicers, and the
Shellcrackers.
Shellcracker, yeah.
Because I remember like watching a video from Some Call Me Johnny on Sonic 3, like Sonic 2, and then like he has a huge hatred towards Slicers, like the Mantises. Yep. So I could relate to that. Slicers. So
my favorite joke is about that is I think they came back in Sonic 4 episode 1 or 2.
Episode 2.
Which one was.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
sounds like slicers. Why do they have to? Oh wait, never mind. They suck.
And then
They
like,
suck now.
and then all of a sudden, like I remember, like watching a compilation of like the Slicers thing, and then like when Johnny was even playing like a Shantae game, all of a sudden the Slicers, like his flashbacks to the Slicers from Sonic 2 just happened to hit him. Like just watching Johnny's hatred towards the Slicers was wild. But yeah, Metropolis Zone Act 3 like is definitely like was never meant to be an actual like Act 3. It was supposed to be a completely different zone. Zone it had a very unfortunate name. The unfortunate name being Genocide City Zone, which was later going to be changed to Cyber City Zone, before they scrapped it and turned it into Metropolis Act 3.
I always wondered why Metropolis is the only level in that game that has 3 acts.
Yeah, because it was never meant to have a third act. It was supposed to be a different stage. They just used like the layout for that, mainly because of tight deadlines towards the end of the development, and like there were other stages. There was like a wood stage that got scrapped, and and then there was a desert zone called Dust Hill that I think it turned into Mystic Cave because they used the 2-player versus theme for Mystic Cave. Cyber City was
Actually, Hidden Palace was the one that used the Mystic Cave.
I was just about to say that.
Player.
It did, yeah, it did after that. Yes, it did. Because I think that Hidden Palace music was actually supposed to be for a cutscene and not the actual level. Like a cutscene that never actually like made it into a game, because it was supposed to be like where the Chaos Emeralds came from, because that was from the time where Sonic 2 was meant to be like a time traveling game, because 2 and CD were originally supposed to be the same game before they went before the CD team went a completely different direction. But yeah, Sonic 2, it's one of my most replay games. I always go back just to play it, and I love it. Because if anything, I've learned to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds by the end of Act 2 of Emerald Hill. Like,
Oh, nice.
yes.
Yep. Yeah, I remember the completionist doing that in his video as well.
He did, yes.
He was like, "I already have 7, and I'm already super. I'm a yo guy."
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 3 is one of the more recent games. I love Sonic Frontiers so much. I love what they did. I felt like it was a combination of all the styles put together while also adding the open world. Like if I felt like I got a little bit of adventure out of this. I got a little bit of like the Boost era Sonic games mixed in with the open world. And I do love the story, like how serious it is, but there was also a lot of callbacks to older Sonic games where they even reference when Knuckles first met Sonic and he was tricked by Eggman. And all the times that Tails stood up for himself, like for example in Sonic Adventure, where he had to learn to be able to handle himself without Sonic around. Like I think this was like the first time where they kind of used mental health in Sonic. And I never thought that a Sonic game would have that, but I'm glad that it's there. Where we actually get to see a different side of these characters, because we always see them as these characters that like just love to have fun or whatever, but we rarely ever get to see serious moments with these characters, actually seeing them actually grow up and mature. So it was nice to have that. And I will say though that Amy's character is so much better now, because it used to be that she was just the obsessed character who loves Sonic obsessively. Now like they improved her so much. They also improved Knuckles so much to the point where because they kind of turned him into like a joke character in the 2010s, but here like now I see him as a character who has since gotten better at his own judgment, so it's so that he would not easily get tricked anymore like he used to. Especially from Eggman. But just seeing the characters actually grow up and actually understand like a lot more, it works. If I have to think of what's the worst thing about Sonic Frontiers, the final boss. The final boss is the worst thing about it. Because the way it was formatted, it was also very slow and clunky.
Can I say that Sonic Team, and I love them to death, I mean this with the greatest amount of love, right? Can I say that Sonic Team routinely has issues with the final boss of every single one of their games? And yes, I'm including Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Like every single one of their games, it seems like the final boss is always a pain in the butt and not in a fun way. The only one that I can think of in recent memory that I was just like, wow, I actually really like the final boss was Sonic X Shadow Generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Shadow portion specifically, I mean.
Yeah. I was gonna say, which final boss of the Frontiers, like the what's it called, the update, the original, or the hard mode?
The original. I haven't done the update yet.
Okay.
I haven't played it in forever. I don't remember.
Yeah, like, and apparently,
I know you were talking earlier about Roger Craig and like in growing into the role. Also, can I say too that Roger Craig did a tremendous job
He
on
did.
the levels of Sonic and Frontier.
Oh no, absolutely.
He really, really did.
his absolute best as Sonic. And now, like, apparently there's a definitive edition coming out on Switch 2, which is apparently in Walmart.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Supposedly.
Just drop it already.
Sega just announced it already. Just announce it. It's like one of your worst kept secrets. Just announce it.
Yep.
Number 2 is Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania, to me, the best 2D Sonic game. They did a fantastic job with it. But I go there, have fun, like playing the game. And I love the original stages. I love like how like the new takes of some of the returning stages. But can we just agree on one thing? Why would you combine Oil Ocean with Sandopolis? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
like, you know, Sandopolis Act 2, you have the ghosts, it gets dark. But in this, you have to look for those switches so you can be able to get rid of the smog. And then, like, it gets
They
too
tried.
You
They
know,
did their best.
again, out of all the stages, why Oil Ocean?
hot. Like,
Can we just begin with there? Why Oil Ocean?
My favorite "Some Call Me Johnny" joke was when he was like, "They set it on fire."
they did. But there isn't any more that I need to say about it that hasn't been said. So number 1 is, in my opinion, the best 3D Sonic game, Sonic X Shadow Generations. Though the reason that it's as high as it is more so for the shadow part. But Sonic Generations is fantastic. I love that it was a celebration of Sonic's 20th anniversary. And I will say, Time Eater sucks. Time Eater sucks.
Oh yeah, no, not awful boss.
But there was a 3DS version. Time Eater's better than that.
I need to go back and play the 3DS version.
It's
I
actually,
struggled with
That's
the both
fine.
versions
That's
of Time Eater, but it's okay for what it is.
it's actually not, like, the 3DS version's not bad. But Shadow Generations, I felt like if there was ever a redemption arc for Shadow, this was it.
Yep.
Like, if you felt like Shadow was just not as great anymore for years, this is where they actually redeemed him. Like, this, as well as the Sonic 3 movie, like, just the hype, everything. Fantastic.
That's one of the things I didn't say when I was talking about Sonic X Shadow, and just that because I cried about it, but it also I came to the conclusion and it's just like, because even since way back in Sonic Adventure 2, I always thought Shadow was cool, but he was never one of my favorite characters. And I knew like so many of my friends like, oh, I love Shadow. Shadow's amazing. I thought he was just an edge. It was just like, you know, an angry kind of Sonic character, didn't have a whole lot of levels. That game plus the movie, both of them showed just the depth of Shadow's character.
Yes.
How much
Oh
he
no,
was to
for
it.
sure.
And then I have now become a forever Shadow fan
It-
mostly because of that game.
yep.
It made me a believer.
it made me respect Shadow a lot more. So now we're going to do a group top 10. We're going to do something different now. So to do that, there's an activity we're going to do on Discord called Whiteboard. And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to launch it right now. Let me go ahead and pop it out on my end. So that we have the whiteboard, because we're going to do our top 10. Let me go ahead. We're going to switch to this scene right here. Let me go ahead and actually fix this. Because I got to full screen this. There we go. All right. So we're going to nominate multiple Sonic games, and then we're going to eventually remove the games until we get the 10 that we're comfortable with, and then we're going to rank them. This is the first time I'm doing anything like this. So, you guys ready?
Yeah, as ready as we will be.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. Let me see if I can join.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I actually I haven't done this.
Yeah. So, it's on the Discord, like you see, like the screen. The inspiration that I got from doing anything like this was I've watched a bunch of top 10s from YouTuber, Twitch streamer Maximilian Dude. They would do top 10s of pretty much everything, and I was like, you know what? What if I were to do this with like other people? And I'm like, let's do, and I have in the past with a couple of people I know, and now I want to bring it to the stream. So now I want to bring it to with you guys.
I just want to say we lost a participant. Oh, there they are.
Oh, no, I see everybody.
There we go. Now we're rolling.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry about that. I had to turn on the hardware acceleration. Just booted me out.
Oh, okay. All right. So, let's begin with this. All right. So what we'll do is we'll each take turns adding a game. Let me just start off with Sonic. Sonic 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. All right.
What? Oh, I have to pop this out. Oh.
Yeah, I popped it out on my end. So Sonic 2, all right. We'll each take turns. So Mike, you go next. Put whatever.
Yeah, hold on, but I gotta figure out how to do this real quick. So reload the activity. Hang on.
I couldn't see the whole whiteboard, so.
Yeah, I couldn't either for some reason.
Yeah, it's
There we go.
in.
Okay. You have to
No,
pop
wait,
it out. Pop it out.
Oh,
the
I
whole thing.
see. Okay.
Mhm.
And then it reloads, and then okay, hold on, it's going. Give me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sort of.
See, if I had to pick
this
if I had to
so
pick a
much.
game, honestly, I would just go with Sonic Mania probably, because I know a lot of us had that on our list.
Yeah. All right. Gila, your turn.
For number one, or
Any Sonic game you want. We put you can put whatever you want.
okay, Sonic 2, Sonic Mania. Let's see, it's put in Sonic X Shadow Generation.
All right.
How do
All right. How do you do the text again? Because I forgot how to do the text.
Oh
You
no,
click
so
the X, and then there's a TT icon.
Yep.
And that's how you do the text.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I caught
Yeah.
that at least.
All right. So I'll be doing that.
How do I erase?
yeah, I would say everybody should just pick a color and then go with the text.
Yep. I already got my color.
Repeats.
No, I want to draw. I want to draw.
You want to draw? All right. You want to draw? Go right ahead.
Do your thing.
All right. So Autumn, it's your turn.
Which one do I feel like the other one that made on a lot of our lists was. I should use the text. Jeez. Just kidding. I'll use the text.
Yep.
Was oh god, that is. I can't see it. What is going on here? Why is it white?
Oh yeah,
There
when
we
you hit
go.
the texting, there's a color icon next to the AB logo.
Okay, now I got it. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. We'll get there eventually.
We will.
Sonic colors.
All right. G, your turn.
All right. Oops. What I wanted to do. Okay, I'll just do purple. That works. Oops. All right.
Yeah, even though I popped it
guess
out, I
I'll
don't see the. I
go-
just don't see the top of the text still, or the top of the whiteboard.
Pretty
Wait,
weird.
hold on, am I? No, that's report the name.
There we go. Sonic and All-Star Racing transformed.
Oh, okay, never mind. I figured
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the Sonic 2 that I put the drawing, and I'm gonna replace it with the text. And
How do you erase it?
I think you just go and you click on it and you trash it. But I can color into yours. That's funny.
you can, yes. Let me just how do I trash it?
This is jank as all shit, and I love it.
There we go. Thank you. All right, so I got some. All right, so we're gonna put as many games. We'll probably cap it to about 30 games. Then we're going to turn it into a top 10. So all right, my turn. All right, let's see. So I am going to put Sonic the Fighters. All right, Mike, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Excellent. Gila.
Put it down here. Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Mm-hmm. Autumn. Yeah, I'll at least move some of these together.
Okay, I'll change my Oh, because then it's your wait, because colors wasn't mine.
That was mine.
So I'm like,
Why
yeah,
why
our colors are really close to each other.
Yeah.
I just realized that I can change mine.
You change mine to yellow. No, I'll do mine to yellow. So change it to
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe orange. That way we could all read it better. Yellow might be too bright.
Fair.
Let me see. That wasn't too bad.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, that works.
All right. All right. So Autumn, it's your turn.
I'm gonna put Spinball.
Yeah, Sonic Spinball. Your turn, G.
All right, I will go with 3 and Knuckles. Actually, no, Sonic 2. We'll do Sonic 2.
Oh no, we can't nominate like the same game because it's already on here.
Oh no, we can't. Okay. Gotcha. Then what has not been said yet? I guess that one that hasn't been Sonic Rumble.
All right. It's
I
my.
haven't done Rumble yet.
All right, so it is my turn. All right, let me go ahead and get my text ready. All right. All right, Sonic Frontiers. All right, Mike, your turn.
How many games are we naming each before we figure out a top 10?
6 each, so it'll be a total of 30 since there's 5 of
Gotcha.
us. So
But we can't name
All right.
whatever somebody else has already named.
All right,
Yes.
yeah, that's what's making this kind of hard.
Yeah, because there was a lot of overlap, which speaks to me.
At that point, I think yeah.
yeah, that's why I figured 30 would be a good
Yep,
cutoff.
the original Sonic Adventure.
All right, Gila.
Murder Sonic.
Murder Sonic the Hedgehog. Excellent choice. All right.
There we go.
All right. So Autumn put Sonic 3D Blast. Awesome. G.
Right, Sonic the Hedgehog Master System.
All right. All right. So next up is going to be on my end. We will do. All right. So Sonic Colors is already on there. Let's do Sonic. All right. So Mini is on there already.
So I'm saying, like, maybe at some point we have to, like, I think we have the list. We just need to rank it.
Yep.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put Sonic R. All right,
All right.
Mike.
I'm gonna put Sonic All Stars Transformed.
Oh,
Wait,
G-
is that already put down?
yeah, G already put that on there.
All right, never mind. This is gonna feel like kind of a throwaway. Then, hold on, maybe I'll just put.
It's not a throwaway if nobody's done it.
Yeah.
All right, wait, no one's put Sonic Unleashed yet, right?
No.
I'll put Unleashed then for now.
All right, Gila.
Okay. Let's see, where do I got it? Sonic Rush.
Good choice.
You know, Sonic Rush was originally my number 8. That's the one that I swapped out for Spinball. So I guess Sonic Rush is my number 11.
I'd say I didn't have time to talk about Sonic Rush. It's honestly the best, like the 2D games. Like I'm counting Sonic Advance, like 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, absolutely.
The, it's like when it comes to Sonic Rush Adventure, I still prefer Sonic Rush.
Me too.
Sonic Colors DS is great, but I still prefer Sonic Rush. And also, I just can't get enough of that Hideki Nagano was soundtrack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then it brought us Blaze.
Yep.
I love Blaze.
Oh yeah, it introduced Blaze.
One of my favorite characters in all of Sonic. I love
So,
Blaze.
Sonic Advance. That's a good one, Autumn.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
What about Sonic N?
G.
So wait, so now we just kind of going. It's not necessarily in our top 10 that we had before, right?
If it was, all right. Let me see
Is that
what.
my
I
top-
don't have any more. Everything I have in my 10 is now on somebody else's list. If not
I
mine.
mean, I could easily put my last one, but it's not gonna make it. So.
Yeah. But feel free to put whatever you want in anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have 2 more
Which one are we
after
having?
this one.
It's one of my.
Oh, Knuckles Chaotix, yes. All right,
Yeah.
I'll nominate this one. Not sure if we'll make it, but Sonic CD.
Sonic CD. Yeah.
All right, Mike.
Let's see what else is left. Oh yeah,
what?
I mean I'll throw this on the list anyway. I don't know if this is gonna make it, but I'll put Sonic Heroes.
Yep.
Sonic Heroes.
There's my last one since I had to think about it for a minute.
Yeah.
Yep, that's my
first one.
6.
Rest in peace, Sonic Runners.
Oh, that's a great mobile game.
Sonic Runners are so good. Rest in peace.
Also, the soundtrack
Great
is so
game.
good. It's
Yes.
so underrated.
Yeah. Gila.
All right, let's do. Not Civic.
Sonic Riders. Let's go.
I love Sonic Riders.
All right.
It's not beginner friendly, but I think it's still a really fun game.
All right. Autumn.
Screw it.
The
right.
Olympics. Which one?
The first one.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever one you think is the best one. I don't know.
I love Tokyo.
G.
2020 was my favorite. That one was
Winter
my favorite,
Games.
Definitely. Okay, I got
Winter
an
2012
obscure one
games is probably my
because
favorite.
this one's also like heavy nostalgia, but yes.
The arcade game.
The arcade game, yes.
All right. So I got one more. All right. So the last one I'm gonna put into the list. Sonic the Hedgehog, 1981 for Genesis. Might as well just put that one in there. So Mike got his 6. Autumn got her 6. Gila.
Oh, shoot. Let me put on my 6th one. This one. Screw it.
Sega Sonic Popcorn Shop.
What?
Nice.
Yep, Sega Sonic Popcorn
And-
Shop. Number 6. I may be
All
hungry,
right.
but you know.
One more for G.
I'll go safe in my last one because I mean, yeah, it's pretty high up there. So.
Sonic Racing Crossworlds. All right.
Crossworlds. There we go.
All right. Cool. So we got our 6. Now let's start doing a process of elimination until we have 10. All right. So the way we'll do it is we'll take turns choosing which game we feel may not fit into the top 10. We'll all like figure out which ones. And you explain why, and if anyone has any argument against removing it from the top 10, we can put it onto a list to be like come back to later. And anything that is unanimously like we just remove it, we'll all do that. You guys ready?
Cool.
All right, so all right, I'll go first. So the first game that I would like to remove is I would like to remove Sega Sonic Popcorn Shop. I'm sorry, Gila.
What?
Wow.
What?
Do you have any like argument against removing it?
Sonic 06 is there.
I know, right? It's just like, Sonic 06 is
True,
right there.
true.
It just shows
Okay,
that.
we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. All right, Mike.
If I had to pick anything off this entire thing, I think the biggest offender on this list is Sonic CD.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Ooh, that's...
I did not like Sonic CD that much. I hate to say it. I know a lot of people think of it as a really phenomenal game, but getting the time stones and trying to figure out how to go back to the past and not have to deal with the speed getting in the way and stuff was kind of painful for me to go through.
No, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
I
It's a great
understand.
game if you're not trying to go after all the time stones, but trying to get all the time stones or trying to get a good future was absolutely painful for me.
Did you play
Oh,
the
no, I
Christian
could see
Whitehead
that.
version?
No, I did not. I should do
Play
that
the-
at some point.
You should play that because
I don't know.
It's an improvement.
it will change your mind.
I
I
don't
hope
know.
so.
I just
don't know
think
about
the
that.
level design and just the whole like general level design in Sonic CD. I'm just not a fan of. It's a lot of it's vertical. Wacky
Yeah.
Workbench is pretty vertical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say
So-
not a fan of Tidal Tempest. Not really that much of a fan of Collision Chaos.
That's kind of where I'm at also, pretty much in terms of level
the
design.
main thing that I will say though that it is the first Sonic game to have like full motion cutscenes. It's the first one to have like music that does not sound like using like whatever synthesizer for the Genesis that they use, or they actually use like actual high quality music you would hear on the stereo. I do like the world building that they had for the little planet. Amy makes her debut as well as Metal Sonic. I'll at least give it. I just wanted to give it some shout out, but I'm fine with removing it. What do you guys think?
I mean, Sonic CD is always one that I always feel bad whenever I talk about my opinions on it because I know people have heavy nostalgia. They love it dearly. But I kind of agree with a lot of the sentiments on it. The level design is just too disjointed for me. Like just as a whole, it's a lot more of a vertical style. I will give it the props for the historical importance of Sonic CD. There's a lot of historical importance in it. As a game, though, not my favorite 2D Sonic. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
I'm okay
agree
with
though. It does deserve
moving
its
on.
props for Sonic Boom and the opening cutscene
Yep.
and the historical value of it. But as a gameplay value, that's where I lose.
Yep.
That's where I lose it for me.
It's
Yeah.
under the same like kind of thing with Sonic 06 where you just listen to the soundtrack.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
that's really it.
so it's crossed off. All right. So Sonic CD is crossed off. All right. Gila, your turn.
I'm not gonna lie. I played Sonic the Hedgehog Master System. Was not a fan of it.
All right.
Was not a fan of it. If anything, that's probably the one I just don't like. Either that or Spinball, but I have a personal beef with Spinball. I never beat it as a kid. I can never.
A lot of people do.
I have
lot of
personal
people
beef with it. I never beat it as a kid. I can't beat it now. It just it's just one game that just annoys me. It's just that one game I just can't beat.
Mm-hmm.
I feel.
But I know a lot of people love Spinball. I'll keep Spinball up there. I'm just not a fan of the Master
I mean,
System
like a lot
Sonic
of people
Hedgehog.
love a lot of these games on this list. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
some hearts are gonna be broken regardless.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. There will be blood.
There will be. Like, so what's everyone's general consensus? Do you guys like are fine with?
I'm okay. I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it also.
All right. All right. There we go. All right. So, Autumn, your turn.
I mean,
Suspense is killing me.
I'm gonna go and like the last couple of ones that I did, I kind of did because I needed a choice. There are far better Sonic games than Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
All right.
And they deserve their due credit though. They were a lot of fun though on the Wii.
Yeah.
Especially, my personal favorite's the first Sonic, Mario and Sonic of the Olympic Winter Games. I felt like that was the peak. That was the peak one.
That one is very good.
The DS version of that, it's really fun.
Oh yeah, but I agree.
Yeah, like I felt like they got better over time. Like it was just a nice way to have Mario and Sonic together in the same game outside of Smash. So, I would like to see a platformer in the future with both of them if they could somehow manage to make it work. But
I wish.
But
I don't think in our lifetime.
It's just two completely different gameplay styles. So, so everyone's okay with Mario and Sonic removed for the list. Cross up.
I mean, it's a fun game, but as like an all timer, nah.
Yeah. All right. G, your turn.
All right, Twilight. I'm sorry. Get Sonic 06 off my screen.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I told you. Honestly,
though, Project 06.
Project 06 should not be a factor in this.
No, I know
it's
the
original.
The original is not awful. But I'm just saying, if you do want to experience it, play Project 06.
I get it. I get that, but it's a broken.
Oh no, I agree that it is a broken mess. I agree 100%.
That's an easy one. Get rid of it.
So I don't have anything more to say on it.
All right, it's my turn. Okay. So looking at the list, I'm gonna have to be this person. So what is the appeal of Sonic Runners?
Okay, so I mean, I'm perfectly okay with taking that off. That was one that I was like just trying to really think of some of my personal favorites. I think it was with Sonic Runners, the appeal was just that it was an auto runner of Sonic like back in the day. It was a beautiful game with an awesome soundtrack. It was just fun. And it was back in the day when mobile games didn't really have a whole lot to do for as far as free. Like you couldn't really sit down and play the game for too long for free without like, oh, if you want to keep playing, if you want to keep unlocking stuff, you're gonna have to pay money, or you got to come back in like 24 hours or 48 hours.
Yeah.
Runners kind of bucked the trend on that there was a lot that you could do daily without having to spend any money, and it was like a lot of fun, but it didn't last long, and that's probably the reason why it didn't last long. It's because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good nostalgia trips with a lot of the partners and stuff. A lot of good deep cuts.
Totally. Yeah. But I'm more than okay with taking it off as like an all-timer for sure.
All right. Mike, your turn.
See, I don't even know. Like, when I think of a top 10 list, I mean, I feel like in terms of all these games, I don't think that, I don't want to be that guy to just get rid of some of these other mainstay games. So, I mean, I guess I'll be the guy to just get rid of either Sega Sonic Popcorn Shop or Sonic the Hedgehog.
You leave the popcorn shop alone.
Hey, listen, I get that you're hungry, but I don't think that's enough to be a top 10 worthy list. Trust me, I appreciate a good popcorn.
I think once you play Sega Sonic Popcorn Shop, then you'll understand.
That we really need to remove it off this list.
Yeah. No.
All right. Yeah. Have you? Were you actually set on that one, Mike, or were you set on a different one?
I am. I'm just making sure everyone else is okay with that.
I'm fine with it.
Oh, hold on. I gotta do it like this because. There we go.
No.
All right. Well, Gila, it's your turn now.
How do I get the rid of the thing at the bottom?
What do you mean? Like,
That's the fun part. You don't.
I wish I knew how to do it. Like, I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Out of all these ones?
personally, you gotta use the arrows
So-
to move around, and then use the scroll wheel on the mouse.
Yeah, if you right click, you can actually move the board around.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is
Alright.
helpful.
Oh my god. Yeah,
You
that's
can
so
also
much
use the
better.
mouse wheel and zoom in and out too.
Oh, that's much better. Oh, I did not know that.
You're welcome.
There we go.
Thank you.
I love tech. I figured it out.
Nice.
That's much better. Yeah, I just did that on my end.
All right.
So what do you
Honestly,
think?
out of all these ones, the one that kind of angered me, just like not really working most of the time, or just being annoyed with it, like mechanic or gameplay wise. Knuckles Chaotix. I love like the soundtrack. I love just. It's just the tether mechanic just doesn't work a lot of the time.
Oh, it's definitely not
friend were
top
playing
10
it.
worthy. I just put it on there just to have a slot, so I'm good with getting rid of it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good with getting rid of it too. Like, I have a soft spot for Chaotix, just mainly because I have fun breaking the game. But it's more of a kind like it really shouldn't be like that to begin with.
Oh no, I agree.
So I can't legitimately say that it's one of the best Sonic games ever. It did.
No.
I don't even think it would be in my top 20, let alone 10.
All right. Well, Knuckles Chaotix is out. Autumn, your turn.
Sonic R.
No. Okay.
There are far better racing games in this.
It's fine. No, absolutely.
No, as painful as it is, I understand.
All right.
I agree.
I'll explain my case before we make a decision on what we do with that. So, Sonic R, I feel like when people associate the Sega Saturn, that's the game that you associate Sonic with the most. It has amazing music, like very memorable tracks. You got Supersonic Racing, you got Can You Feel the Sunshine, Live in the City, Work It Out. There's so many great music tracks this game had to offer. Just seeing like the characters, like the fact that Amy actually rides a go-kart while everybody else runs is pretty funny. But then you got
Nice little subtle nod to Drift.
but Tails doll though. Tails doll. The evil Tails doll. It's very cursed. And
I've got the plush. He stares into your soul in my other room.
yeah, like it's like I kind of want to keep it here a little longer, but I'm probably the only one that's losing this battle.
I'm with Shellshock.
I respect it.
I'm with Pete on that one too. I'd keep it around.
I respect it, but here's the thing. I say no. I say cross it. As much as I really like Sonic R, it has, just like Sonic CD, it has a lot of historical prominence for Sonic. It does. But as a game, though, and especially because on a personal note, I'd rather play it over Team Sonic Racing. Over, like, with the exception of Free Riders, like, every single racing game that has come out after Sonic R plays better than R.
Well,
so it's, as a game, I can't rank it above. I can't keep it with like All Stars and Crossworlds and all that.
It's the nostalgia goggles. I think
it is a lot of nostalgia goggles.
There
I would have to agree with that. I respect that. I respect that. A lot of people have nostalgia for Sonic 06. I get it.
I'll say this though.
I totally get it.
I'll say this. Let's keep it on here for a little bit because there are some other Sonic games I'll get rid of before I'm comfortable with getting rid of Sonic R.
Okay. Well, I mean, we still have to knock the list down to 10 anyway. So
yeah, we're still a long way away.
All right, so we'll keep Sonic R for a little bit longer for now, but
I'd say let's put in quotations.
Yes.
Let's just quotation just to make sure like we kind of marked it already.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
All right, but we'll come back to Sonic R. All right.
Either that or hold on, we could always just do this, drag it like over here as a separate list on the left side.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Good point.
I forgot about that.
That works.
All right. All right. So, G, your turn to choose.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out one of my own. It's mainly because we're going up against some heavy hitters that are left over now, so I can't, in good conscience, keep Sonic Rumble around.
That's
the rest
fair.
of these. I said I personally love Sonic Rumble. I think it's a nice, fresh take on Sonic. But on the same token, though, again, we're dealing with heavy hitters here, and something's got to. It's either that or, well, no, I think this is actually this is more of it's a more solid choice than what the other game I was thinking about getting rid of is. So I'll go ahead and take out Sonic Rumble.
All
What
right.
do y'all think?
I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
I figure everybody's gonna be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm good with that.
All right, my turn. All right. Mike, I'm gonna ask you a question.
What's up?
Are you okay with me getting rid of Sonic Heroes?
I'd be okay with it because honestly, it's a good game in my opinion, but I don't think it's top 10 worthy.
Yeah, because there's a lot of jank. Like, the soundtrack's fantastic.
Oh no, trust you. Trying to control the characters in Sonic Heroes is like controlling fucking two dogs in a bathtub.
So here's my
Or
here's
freaking, hot butter on a sizzling pan. Slippery AF.
here's my take on Sonic Heroes. So up until this point, before Sonic Heroes release, whenever a Sonic game would come out, I would absolutely love it, and I would blindly love it so much. But Sonic Heroes was the first Sonic game that I played that I was immensely disappointed with.
No, that's completely fair. I mean, as janky as it is, I still have a soft spot for it, but I don't blame you guys for wanting to get it off the list.
But-
I'm okay with it.
But back in the day, I couldn't explain why I was disappointed with it. But when I played a few years ago, I understood why. The level
I
design.
streamed.
Honestly, at some point, I do need to go back to Sonic Heroes and actually give it another fair shot.
Just don't play the PS2 version.
No,
Oh,
definitely not.
no.
Don't play the PS2 version.
Nope.
If you're going to.
Yep, goodbye, Sonic
Yeah.
Heroes.
Man, Sonic
Have fun with
Heroes is one of the Sonic games I enjoy talking about the least, to be completely honest, because I struggled through that game. I tried 3 times on stream to finish that game, and when I finally finished it like 100%, and I finally did it, and I came to the conclusion, I don't like this game. There's a lot of issues with it. I felt like I was kicking a baby, like to some of the people around, because the nostalgia
Wow.
is very heavy in Heroes. It's super, super heavy. So it's one that's like, I don't like it. I hugely respect people who do. It's one of my least favorite Sonic.
All right.
By a
Oh,
good
yeah,
amount.
completely fair.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
I feel like
But
with Sonic Heroes, I feel like there's only really 2 good levels, and that's Seaside Hill and Metropolis and the Power Plant Zone. Those are
Yeah.
really good. Everything after that, what was called a
Oh,
casino,
don't
like
even-
Casino Park.
The Casino Park
get
is
to,
good,
like, frog-
but
I don't know. Casino Park is good. I'm not a fan of
Bingo
Bingo Highway. Bingo
I like
Highway
Bingo
is the
Highway.
first. And then you go to what's called Frog Forest. It's
Frog Forest.
yeah.
Was that
Frog
the one?
Forest is-
Was that the one with
the
that
rain?
the dinosaur? Was that the one with the dinosaur chasing you, or
At the end? Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
like a
one
crocodile.
level. That's the main
crocodile,
level.
yeah.
crocodile?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And then
the
you
level-
have
that's the main
what's
level that
called
frustrated me
Mystic
at the end.
Mansion. Just goes on way too long, or in Haunted Castle, Mystic Mansion goes on way too long.
Oh no, that
And then you
ending
have
in
to-
Mystic Mansion is a pain.
Yep.
Again, I kind of
And
threw
then-
Sonic Heroes on there just as like a throwaway.
All good.
It's a go-to pleasure for me, but yeah, it's not top 10. No.
No,
Alright.
I agree.
All right. Well, it's crossed out. Mike, your turn.
One of these on here is a very interesting choice on here because I have tried it before. It had a very interesting concept to it, but I'm gonna have to say Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't think should be on the list either. But I love the concept behind it, with the fact that you had to control the characters with the trackball. Again, it's just a cool concept in general, and that was also where you got to play as Mighty and Ray also, which was a pretty dope thing.
It's
Yeah.
a
Again,
different unique take that
It's definitely unique. It's a unique thing in general.
But as far as like one of the greatest of all time, I wouldn't really say that that one is my kind of nostalgic pick with Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. But I totally I'm okay with it going too.
All
Yeah,
right.
hang on, I got it.
You got it? Okay, go ahead.
Shoop.
All right.
There you go.
All right. I will say, though, I've never beaten it because
Getting the real ending on that is super, super hard. I've only done it once.
So
and
wait
it
a minute.
happened in
What's the
2020.
requisites? What's the requisites for actually getting the true ending?
You just gotta survive at the end. Don't run out of time.
yeah.
Get
Yeah.
to the end before you run out of time, and then that's it.
And
I've only done it once,
It's-
and it was at an arcade that happened right before the pandemic hit in 2020. And I have video footage of me doing it and everything. I've been meaning to release that on YouTube, and I haven't done it yet. But man, I personally love the game. But yeah, it's but it's definitely not an all-timer.
It's probably better playing in the arcade than playing it on an emulator.
Oh yeah, it is not the same if you try to emulate it. And I even have a trackball mouse, and it's still not the same.
Really?
Valid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to look into getting something, but Gila, your turn.
Again, I just see one game on here, and then again, personal beef, Spinball. We could do what we did the same with Sonic R. We can move it to the side. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll put...
I'm okay with it going because again, I know it's a personal favorite. It's a personal favorite of mine, but it is also one of the ones where it's just like I feel a lot of people gave up on it before giving it a true chance.
Well,
Or at least like because here's my thing. I'm gonna use this take. This might be a hot take. If people can say that like for something like Dark Souls, a game that I do not like in multiple passions, and I've tried to play this game. If you say, oh, you just need to learn how to play this game, it's actually a good game. I can say the exact same thing about Sonic. It's like once you learn it, it's like there's a good game underneath it. It's just at first it comes off as with a real wrong sort of impression, right?
yeah.
But once you learn it, there's a lot of fun to be had in the game. It's hard. It's gonna kick your butt a lot. But it's one of those that like you feel this immense like joy once you figure it out and once you get there. But I totally understand if you want to take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, like for me, like when I play Spinball, it feels like I should get used to the jank. Because I'm not gonna lie, I tried to play Spinball. I got farthest at 3rd level. And power plant always kind of like makes me a little bit frustrated because, especially like just trying to like just jump off those birds, trying to get to the second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
That just always just feels jank to me, no matter what. People like say, "Oh, you just gotta do it like this or time it like that." I just can't. It just
You can't. It's not something that you can explain to somebody how to do. You just have to figure it out.
So I'd say for now, like Sonic R, we'll put Sonic Spinball on the list of, we'll come back to it like before we get to our top 10.
Okay.
All right. So Autumn, your turn.
I'm going to remove one from my list because I just put it on there again just to have 6 is Sonic Advance. I know there are much better games.
Yeah, honestly, recently I tried getting, I beat Sonic Advance getting all the Chaos Emeralds. That was painful.
Yeah, the special stages are tough.
They are very hard in advance. I've never done it.
Now, I'll be honest, if it was Sonic Advance 2 on the list, I'd be getting that thing off.
I almost put
Two's
2 in
the
my
biggest-
top 10.
Sonic Advance 2 would be the biggest offender, even worse than Sonic CD, in my opinion. If you're trying to 100% getting the emeralds, because that's even worse.
yeah, no.
Yeah,
But in
the
fact,
game
for
itself,
Sonic
I did.
Advance
I
2,
really
I had to
liked.
get for Sonic Advance 2. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Sonic Advance 2 SP, but it's a ROM
I've heard of
hack
it.
that makes it easier to get the Chaos Emeralds. And instead of finding 7 medals in each level, you only have to find 5, and there's more of them in the levels.
This is why I was hoping they would go to NSO, so at least I could use rewinds.
Yes.
No, I get you.
But
I wish it would. I mean, it was on the Wii U Virtual Console in Japan.
In Japan,
Why couldn't it
yeah.
go on NSO?
because apparently there's
It's
an
painful.
issue with because I think that because they were published by THQ here, the old THQ.
Yeah.
Oh
Right.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
there's some weird
right.
licensing or
Yeah.
ownership involvement in that.
So I'm
If it's because it's all Sonic. But
I'm fine with Sonic Advance being removed if you guys are.
Yep,
I'm
I
okay
am
with it.
too.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a good game. It's just the special stages are the biggest hurdle.
It is. I would say it is. I just had the biggest flex because I remember I played it on stream and I had a good friend of mine who said he like failed at the last one like 12 times in his stream. I got mine done first shot.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
I just understood James like, you know what, I know how to do this. Let them do it. But yeah.
By the way, we're
they're
at
bad.
17 titles left.
Yep. G, your turn.
My turn. All right. I don't feel like I'm picking on anybody, but I think I know what my next one is going to be. And I think it's going to be Sonic 3D Blast. It's like because it's like 3D Blast again. It was taking it into a different sort of direction, and I love it when Sonic tries new things. I'm a Lost World fan. Okay, like I love it when Sonic tries new things when it works. 3D Blast, good intentions, great graphics, beautiful soundtrack. Either way is beautiful soundtrack. And the special stages in the Saturn and the PC version are quite good. But as a game, again, it doesn't stack up to the big boys. It doesn't stack up to the all timers on that for me.
Right.
I definitely have nostalgia glasses for that, so I am totally fine if you have to.
I feel that. Okay, what do y'all think?
I'm fine with
Yeah,
it
I'm
if you
okay
guys
with
are.
that.
Okay.
Compared to everything, yeah.
Yeah, because I enjoyed it. I had nostalgia for it, but I could see why people aren't the biggest fans of it.
I will say, because I streamed it recently, I will say that that's one that I appreciate way more as an adult than I did as a kid. I do look at it in a much higher light now than I did. As a kid, I couldn't stand it.
But
As an adult, I do appreciate it a lot more.
did you
So
know
I will
that?
give it
some-
credit for that.
For some reason, as a kid, I loved it.
Did you know that if you?
No, I enjoyed it as a kid.
That's the irony of it
Yeah.
because I love Sega Sonic, but I couldn't get into 3D Blast. That's the
Although I will
weird-
say,
weird
I
thing.
think Sonic 3D Blast is one of the more interesting Sonic games
Mm-hmm.
because it's like one of the only few games that the developers actually went back and worked and did additional work on.
Oh, you're talking
'Cause,
about
yeah.
Game Hut? Yeah.
Yeah, Game Hunt. Yeah,
Yep,
he
yep.
went back and made a ROM hack of Sonic 3D Blast and actually added in Supersonic, and
Yep,
other
it
things.
does play better. It definitely plays better.
It does.
What is it
'Cause
called?
it was like
Director's cut.
because he
Yeah.
3D Blast Director's
Oh, that's
cut.
right. That I have seen that.
he
Yeah.
used to work for Traveler's Tales because of the fact that they were the one. Because Sega contacted them to develop it after being impressed with the Genesis version of Toy Story. So they contacted them to make a Sonic game. I will say, I recommend if you could somehow play it, play the Saturn version. It's so much better. The music's
I agree.
great too.
If you're talking about stock games, yeah, play the Saturn one. That one is the best. But the director's cut, the controls do feel a lot better. That director's cut. So we'll give it that.
All right, so next up, I know I know I went after you before, Mike, and I'm gonna go after you again. Sonic Unleashed. Like,
No, I mean, well, yeah,
That's another
honestly,
one that. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Sonic Unleashed has its good moments, but yeah, there are a lot of heavier hitters on here. As much as I hate to say it.
yeah,
That's another one that I appreciate a lot more playing now than I did back then. Was
Yeah,
Unleashed.
same.
I do appreciate it a lot more.
And I know a
But,
lot of
yeah.
people don't like the Werehog stages.
Nah, the
fine.
Werehog stages are kind of long, even though I appreciated the combat system and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they
fine.
are a bit long, and I think nowadays, people
Plus, the
play-
half an hour level of Eggman Land is a lot.
Eggman Land. Yeah.
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 I'm okay with
I
getting it
think-
off the list. I don't think it's
I-
top 10 worthy if you guys want to get it off the list.
Nah, I'd say I'm okay
Yeah.
with getting rid of it.
Yeah,
I think people kind of glaze up Unleashed just a bit too much because of the Unleashed recompiled.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
listen, the
shouldn't count.
recompiled way.
I mean,
I will
like,
say
it's
if you
like
do
Project
have- if you-
06. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, they're
I
great.
will
but
say
they-
if you can get your hands on the recompiled version, I'd say play that because it feels fantastic.
yeah.
But yeah.
All right, Mike, your turn.
All right. I know I might get some hate for this, but out of all of the games that are left on this list, I feel like Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog kind of has to go. I appreciate the story behind it, but it's more of a visual novel than a Sonic game.
I mean, that's even so. Like, I still maintain that it does have its place, and the fact that
I
they.
know. From what I've seen of the story, it definitely deserves to have its kudos because it definitely fleshed out a lot of characters. I thought it was a really cool idea for a concept.
Yeah, like I like what I have seen of it so far. Like I need to see more. Like I'm not the
Yeah,
best.
no, same. I definitely want to play it at some point because I do have it in my library.
Right. What are you thinking, Gila?
Like I said, I just love this game because it's one of the only few actual Sonic games, official Sonic games that actually utilize the wide cast of Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, you have Espio, Vector, Blaze, Tail, or Shadow. It's just nice to see all these characters just interact with each other that you normally don't see in the other games.
Yeah.
And like I said, the story, I really like the story and everything. Just the interactions, and even your main character is really funny when they all interact with each other. I don't know. I just think it's just such a unique Sonic game, and if it has to go, it has to go. Personally, I think more people should play it. If you like Sonic games, if you're a fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog series, just play Murder Sonic the Hedgehog. You'll get great enjoyment just just seeing all your favorite characters be represented.
Before we make any decisions, what are you thinking, Twilight, Autumn, and G? What do you both think?
Man, it's the competition effect on this one. I personally am a big fan of Murder of Sonic. I think it deserves a place mainly because you got to think about the current generation of Sonic fans out there right now. Like the current generation, this game is a love letter, a thank you, and something that was directly aimed at them. Every character gets a story. Everybody gets prominence. The writing is brilliant. The dynamics between like the other characters are great. If there's anything that's just like, okay, if you want just like a capsule of kind of where story and character wise, where the Sonic franchise is right now, complete with memes and everything, boom, it's Murder of Sonic. And then even like the pseudo platforming stages where you have to solve the clue, like those are fun too. We didn't even talk about that. And it's like that's all fun too. I love the game dearly. But is it a top 10 game compared to some of the other games on this list? And I have to look inside my heart. And honestly, no. So ultimately, I say I'm not okay with getting rid of it. But I think for the greater aspect of everything here, if it has to go.
Before we make a decision, I'll say this. I'm willing to keep it on a little longer if it means I take Sonic R out. I'm willing to do that.
I'm honestly willing. I'm okay with sacrificing Sonic R for Murder.
I'm willing to make the sacrifice.
That did not sound good in context.
Damn, I'm in the minority. I'd
Or we're gonna take a Sonic R to the back. Shoot him.
Of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't want Sonic R being shot in the back.
Old yellow.
No, I'm so sorry.
This really is the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
damn, that hurts, but I get it. All right.
The murder of Sonic R.
It was gonna have to happen at some point. Like it was gonna be taken out at some point. Just a matter of when.
Fair enough.
All right. Gila, your turn.
Let's see. If anything, I'm gonna have to be. I'll be that guy.
Sonic
The
1?
original Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my next choice too.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that too.
With the OG Sonic, yeah.
OG Sonic, yeah. Like Labyrinth Zone. Fuck Labyrinth Zone.
Important to the franchise. Hugely important. We wouldn't be anywhere in gaming where we're at today.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this game. I'm forever grateful for everything it's done. But
I will stand to the end of the earth to tell people who say that Sonic 1 is a bad game. And I don't tell people they're wrong on things. You are wrong if you think Sonic 1 is a bad game. Is Sonic Bad is a tough game? Yes.
It's tough.
Is it different than some of the other games? Yes, it is. But the foundation of the game is so dang good, and it's what brought us everything else here. Mm-hmm. But it can go off of this top 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Cross it off. All right, let's count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 games left. All right.
Okay, so 5 left. All right.
So we got to remove 5. So Autumn, your turn.
See, I'm having a hard time because I see a lot of the heavy hitters are still on this list, and there are some on here that I have not played and I don't know too much about. I feel like if I had to choose one again, like I know it, like again, I think it's with a lot of the heavy hitters, but again, like if we're looking at racing, why am I going to choose Sonic the Fighters? Really, when we have the racing substack, but there's only one of it.
Yeah.
Is it that influential enough to keep on this list?
Yeah, fair enough.
That's fair. Like I understand why I would have Sonic the Fighters on this list, because for me, at the time, just having Sonic, because they like to experiment with Sonic, and just the fact that Sonic was able to participate in a fighting game, and they used the same engine as another game, Fighting Vipers, because Sonic and Tails were secret characters in that game, but funny enough, there's a secret character in this game. That would be Honey the cat, which is based off
of Candy.
Candy from Fighting Vipers. And she was not actually meant to even be in the game. It was like a secret thing. But then, like, if you play the 360 and PS3 version of it, you could actually play as her, like, officially.
Yep, they put her in the select.
Yep. Like, the game
They
is fun.
canonized her.
They did.
I loved it.
They even put her in the comics, like in the Archie comics. Like, they want to put every character that's ever been in anything Sonic related into the comics. But I'm personally fine if Sonic the Fighters is gone, but I just wanted people to understand that this game is actually really good.
I agree.
No, I'm not down there. I agree. Sonic the Fighters is really good.
I mean, there's only one game on this board right now that's a bad game. All the rest is like, all right, cool.
All right, so let me just you can cross it out.
Wait, I need to get my mind back. Oh shoot!
Undo.
Apparently, I'm drunk.
It's all good. All right, Sonic the Fighters is out. All right, G, your turn.
All right, I'll make mine simple. We're already talking about like all the different racing games. I think Riders has got to go. Like as far as like all the ones, like it's of the 3 racing games that are still left on here, it's the weakest of the 3. Not that Riders is bad by any means. It's just it is a little clunky. Like unless you understand the turbulence system, you're not going to get very far.
Yeah, no, I kind of
some
agree
of the other
on
things.
that.
It's a good game, but
it's fair.
It is a good
to
game.
The other 2, nah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't
it's
hold up.
What do y'all think? What do the rest of y'all think?
Yeah, I'm
It's fine.
I don't really have too much to say on Sonic Riders. I played only very little. I haven't played enough to judge it. So, but I would like to in the future. I've heard great things about that, and also heard that people enjoyed Zero Gravity.
Zero Gravity's all right. I think I prefer the first game.
Yeah, the first one's a lot.
But Zero Gravity's
It's a lot better.
However, if you are going to play Riders, I would recommend seeking out the Tournament Edition. If you are,
the Tournament Edition is great.
Oh, there was a Tournament Edition.
Unless you're like me and you stick to like the vanilla ones only, but like off stream or off whatever, play the tournament.
Right.
They did a really, really good job.
All right.
Or also on GameCube, it's Sonic Riders DX, I think is the name of it.
Oh,
something like that.
All right.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's DX.
All right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 games left, and we need to just get rid of 2.
2, 4, 6, 7,
13 to me.
10, 13.
Oh, 13?
13.
Okay.
13. Yeah.
I must have miscount one. Okay. I know that this is going to get me some hate. Well, not really hate, but it's going to get me some heat. I think that's the better term. And I do enjoy this game. I'm not good at it, but I'm going to be that guy. And I'm going to say Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So, let me...
Honestly, if I'm picking between Sonic Racing Crossworlds and All-Stars Racing Transformed, I'd go with keeping All-Stars Racing Transformed over Crossworlds.
So
I think it's safe to say that because like none of us put in Crossworlds in any of our top 10s, but I think at least 3 of us put Transformed in.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna say this. Does Racing Crossroads have Yozcast? Does it have the Team Fortress?
No.
No.
Does it have Danica Patrick? No.
It does not have Rio. It doesn't have Rio with a forklift.
like, I love what they did with Crossworlds. I think it's fantastic.
I think it's a wonderful game.
It's fun. I love the gimmick of being able to go from one world to another. I feel like we need some more classic Sega characters. We're getting some of them, but I feel like they're not coming in like anywhere near fast enough.
I get it though because of the audience behind it. They're really trying to reach towards it. They're trying to reach the newer audience, and like
I think
I get it. However, I'm still like super happy that they put in Arl from Puyo Puyo though.
I'm glad they
that
did.
was a personal love for me. I was like,
same.
yes, Puyo.
There might be more. It might raise when it's all said and done, but right now, yeah, probably. I'm with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Honestly, the only weak part of Sonic in All-Stars Racing Transformed, it's pretty much the weakest is it's online.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
online's dead. It's very dead. But
It was dead. It was never a thing. It was like really hard to play with friends, in my opinion.
it was.
Yeah.
It
Honestly, that's kind of why I didn't have it on my top. Grayson Crossroads was my 11th, but
So
just-
yeah.
All gravy.
Okay.
All gravy.
2 left.
But
Two
I
left.
do think down the road, Crossroads will be better. But right now, it just needs more. Compared to Sonic Racer Transform. That's just me. Mike.
All right, I know I'm gonna probably get hate, but after seeing everything on this list, I definitely don't think Sonic Spinball needs to be in the top 10.
yeah.
Listen,
I get
Sonic
it.
Spinball is a good game. Don't get me wrong, like the freaking Funk of Toxic Caves is a fantastic soundtrack. Again, I love Sonic Spinball as an idea and what it has to offer, but
But is
again,
it top 10 worthy?
yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much where I'm at. There's a lot of harder, heavier hitters on this list still.
Yep. That's why I was okay with letting go of it, because I was like, yeah. I just wanted to say my pieces to, like, for people to please at least like try it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, no,
I
definitely.
totally
If
understand.
you
know
guys
what?
haven't
not
tried it, I definitely think
top
Sonic
10.
Spinball is worth
All right.
trying out.
So,
So
I'm seeing all
okay
these
with
heavy
it.
hitters. I'm okay with it.
all right.
We can let it go.
Let it go.
So we got one more to get rid of before we do our top 10. Because we're at 11 now. So this is going to be hard. Gila.
No pressure, nothing.
No pressure. No pressure.
I'm gonna say, I think out of all these, Adventure is probably 11.
Ooh.
Oof.
That's
That's an oof.
That
I
is,
think Adventure is-
that is a spicy take.
I think
Oddly
Adventure
enough,
is number 11. Mainly because, I guess, for me, who plays Amy? Who plays Amy whenever you can play? Who looks forward to playing as Amy? Who looks forward to playing big and efficient?
What do
games?
you think? I'll give you big, but Amy, more than you think.
Oh no, Amy's levels
But
are actually
big-
kind of fun though.
But big, yeah, I totally understand why people don't like big's levels.
yeah.
I would say for me, I've grown up. I know a lot of people don't like playing as Amy. There's been a lot of influx of people like playing as Amy now. But growing up, everyone hated playing as Amy.
But
because
is
she
it
was
more
a
like
slower
just because they
Sonic.
play as Amy, or because they just love Amy now? That's
It's
kind
worse.
of
It's just
the
like
real thing.
people just love like playing as Amy because they can
'Cause
play
Amy.
as Amy.
I love
But
Amy.
I think
but still.
the gameplay of Amy, like in Sonic Adventures, is not. I personally, I don't think it's good. And she only had like one unique stage, and that was Hot Shelter.
Here's my thing. Out of all, and I said this about Heroes earlier, but I think Heroes itself just needs like a complete overhaul.
Yeah.
But Adventure, I think Adventure is crying for a modern remake so badly.
It really is.
And just a
Yeah.
handful
No, it
of
definitely
things that they
is.
could just change, like get rid of the overworld for one thing, or at least like, what's the word? At least make it a little bit more concise. Like out of anything, that's one thing. And then
like-
some of the other janky things that are around it, it's 3D Sonic. There's gonna be some jank
Mhm.
in it. It's gonna happen. But at the same time, though, there's still a lot of it that hasn't quite stood the test of time. That especially when Adventure 2 came around and just basically took nearly everything about the first one and made it better. So it's not really,
Yeah.
aside from story, there's not really a whole lot of reason to go back to Adventure 1. So ultimately, I'm kind of okay with letting go of it, because it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think every Sonic fan should at least attempt to play Sonic. Just please don't play DX for the love of everything.
Yeah.
Like play the original and the international one if you can. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, going up against everybody else here, all the rest of these like heavy hitters that we got that's left here. There's only one more on here that I could make a argument to get rid of it over Sonic Adventure 1. But at that point, then it kind of comes down to gameplay mechanics versus nostalgia.
yeah.
And I think I have to go with
Yeah.
Adventure. And I think I'm okay with letting go of it.
Honestly,
that was
like
my next choice.
as much as I love Knuckles in Adventure 1, I just don't think he plays the best in Adventure 1.
Mm.
Adventure 2, he plays better, but the
He does.
stages aren't better. The stages are worse.
Yeah.
It's an interesting trade-off.
Yeah, it's an interesting trade-off. But when I kind of look at all these games, again, Adventure is probably 11. Just
Yeah.
it's like
I'd say
like
so.
what I'm looking for in an actual game.
I mean, when I tiered it, it was at the very top of the second tier. Like it just
Mhm.
barely edged out being in the top tier, and it was mainly for those reasons.
All right. So, are you guys okay with Adventure Like we could just say Adventures 11. Are you guys okay with that?
I'm okay with that. Like I said,
Like
there's
in
only one other,
I'm like
there's only
in-
one
I'm
other
like
game
in
on here
between.
that I could
What's
flip.
what's the other game you were thinking of?
Frontiers. That was the other one that I was gonna flip on.
Yeah, I mean, if I had
But-
to pick between Frontiers or Adventure to put 11, I'd probably go with Frontiers as 11.
But here's the reason why. Here's my argument for keeping Frontiers. My argument for keeping Frontiers is the first real attempt at taking the 3D Sonic formula and moving it forward and doing something completely different. The last time they tried to do that was Lost World, and it didn't go so well. Frontiers was really the first one to take it to the next level, so to speak. You know, pun fully intended. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's definitely not everybody's take because it is different. There are Zelda vibes to it, you know, and some people love that. Personally, I love that. But there are some that don't. But I feel like Sonic can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again.
No, you're
He
right.
can't.
Yeah.
He can't. That's why
Honestly,
Superstars
like-
failed. He can't keep doing like the same thing over and over and over again.
For-
You got to
for
move
me-
it forward. And I think Frontiers did a good job on that. Is it my personal favorite? No. But I want to applaud them for making the good attempt at it, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do next.
Honestly, I guess when you put it that way, I guess that's a good valid reason to put it in over Adventure. I was gonna say, Adventure is the first idea of Sonic being in 3D in the first place, and
True.
it has its place also. But you're
It does,
kind of
it
right
does,
about
yeah.
that also in terms
Yeah.
of Frontiers is marking it to the next level.
What are you gonna say, Gila?
Also, it has like when it comes to Frontiers, I just think it's the same as Sonic Adventure, where it feels like a blueprint of like where Sonic can go, like what Sonic is and where he can't go. Like Sonic Frontiers, the open world aspect, all that. My biggest thing with Frontiers is probably how he feels in the cyberspace levels. I just wish they kind of tweaked him just a bit. He
can
feels a
see
little
that.
bit floater. Like I don't know why, but he feels different than he like. I know there's a difference in the cyberspace Sonic feel and the overworld Sonic feel.
Yeah.
There's a slight difference. I just wish that the cyberspace Sonic was better, like feeling like playing. But everything else, I think this is a great way, like a great blueprint. I think this is like what Sega's like. I want to see what they want to do like more with the Frontiers formula, and
Right.
especially the bosses.
Yeah.
I think that's like
Agreed.
the only game that actually has like
Yeah, the bosses are good. And somebody in the chat said that. I remember somebody made a joke one time about the bosses in Frontiers, and they were like Sonic of the Colossus,
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
wow.
it kind of is.
pretty much.
Mhm.
I mean, to me, I think Sonic Frontiers is just a better Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Can't agree with that, but I will say it's a good shot at trying to ape the Breath of the Wild formula to an extent, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm not big on Zelda games, but I
Yeah.
just like going through the open world of Sonic
I
and just collecting things.
love
So
Breath
that's
of the
just
Wild. So-
Breath
I
of
mean,
the
I-
Wild. Breath of the Wild is not a Zelda game.
I
I
could see that.
Yeah, honestly, for me, Breath of the Wild, it feels more polished than Sonic Frontiers, and that's why I say it's better than Frontiers.
It is.
'Cause-
I agree with that.
not
Yeah, I
fair
can
Yeah.
agree
enough.
with that.
I'd say
But
because
still, I
Frontiers
mean,
does
but
have
they-
like a lot of jank to it. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
does, but again,
But-
like I mentioned, what 3D Sonic game doesn't have jank?
Yeah.
True.
Honestly, at
Yeah.
that point, you've convinced me, though. Yeah, Adventure can go.
All right. So you guys are okay with
we done
Adventure being in number 11? I guess we could just say that.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
So we got 10 games. We got Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We got Sonic and Shadow,
I'm gonna drag these over to the list in a random order. So
and then we'll.
this isn't the final order. We're just doing this to get the games up here, just to have them.
Yeah. Sonic Colors, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Got them all there? Cool.
We're missing one. No, we actually
Oh, no,
we got
no,
we got 10. All 10.
We got 10.
All 10. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the games that have been crossed off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to rank.
I got it.
All right.
Hang
I
on,
got
I'll just drag them over here. That way, we'll just
Do you-
put this. We'll just
do you
make
wanna
this.
just
We'll just make this the deleted game. Cemetery.
You ready to just delete?
Graveyard.
I was gonna say I was just gonna delete them all, but
Yeah, let's delete them all.
All right, if you guys want to do that.
Goodbye, Sega Sonic Popcorn Shop.
okay. I'm
tried.
gonna
An effort was
move
made.
this to the middle.
Yeah.
All right.
Oops.
There we go. So it'd be easy to see on the screen. There we go. All right. So now, out of everything that's on this list, let's figure out what is number 10.
Murder of Sonic.
I kind of agree on that.
I'm
Actually,
glad it made it to the top 10. I'd say Murder of Sonic.
I'm actually gonna go against the grain here, and I'm gonna actually say Sonic and All Stars Racing Transform should be number 10. So
I was gonna
Alright.
say Sonic Frontiers would be number 10.
That was gonna be my next one, but I was like, I'm
I
glad
don't,
Murder made it.
I don't,
I'm
I
glad
don't,
Murder
I don't
made
think
it.
I don't think Frontiers deserves to be number 10.
I don't think so either.
I
Like,
think I think either Murder or Sonic Transform deserves to be number 10.
I'll go
I
with
think Transform.
I'll go with
I think
Transform.
Transform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll make Sonic and All Stars Racing
That's
Transform number 10, and number 9 is where I actually would put Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, unless unless you all have a different answer.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with it being number 9.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
okay
good
with
with
that.
All
I'm
right.
good with it. Honestly, 9 and 10 are kind of interchangeable for me in that. So no, that's good.
Yeah, you know what, that's fair.
All right, awesome. Okay, so that's number 9, Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. All right, let's figure out what number 8 is. I want to, Autumn, what do you think will be number 8?
I feel like it's between. Crap, I had it. Russian Frontiers, honestly.
Russian Frontiers.
I agree.
I agree with I kind of agree with Rush, but Frontiers I don't. But
I kind of agree with Rush also, not so much Frontiers.
I do think there is a game that I think that could potentially be at number 8 instead of Rush or Frontiers on this list. I would honestly say number 8 would probably be probably Sonic Colors. That's just me. But
I could see Colors being number 8.
I'm sure that you guys would disagree with me, but
I still would rank it above Frontiers for me.
Yeah.
But, like,
Personally,
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
like
but I'm
I feel
okay
like-
with that.
I feel like
think,
I like Sonic Colors more than Frontiers,
yeah,
but
I think colors should be a little bit higher.
I
Yeah,
agree.
Like
I think
5,
Colors.
6.
so I think as I say,
Well, hold on,
personally,
want to move? Hold on. Do we want to move the ones that we haven't put down yet over here? Make it easier.
Yeah, let's move them
Yeah,
to the
yeah, yeah,
side.
move
Yeah,
'em.
because it's kind of tripping that it's like. Here,
Why did it get tilted?
There we go. All right, now we can just add them in as we
Yeah,
see fit.
that,
Well, not
'cause,
that.
yeah,
oh, okay,
this
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
that was bothering me a bit because I'm getting like, confused with all that. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like between like that and Frontiers too, I feel like there's a lot of recency bias in that as well. For some people who didn't really experience colors the proper way, or whose only experience with colors was whatchamacallit, remastered or ultimate, right? Which is the weaker version. So it's
Well,
like,
I played it as Ultimate. I played both, but I finished it as Ultimate, and it's still a great game.
it's still a good game. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. I mean, it is, but like the original is, to me, it's just dang good.
yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I could be okay with either one of those, but personally, I think I would say Frontiers at 8.
Yeah,
I say personally Frontiers. Yeah,
I feel
Yeah.
Frontiers 2, I feel is probably going to be a home run. Like
Mhm.
if they take that, like the foundation is here, they take that and they enhance
Mhm.
everything. Whenever they do make a new Frontiers, I think that's going to be a home run.
Yeah,
But
I'd be okay
personally,
with
it's
that
like,
then. In
yeah.
that case,
I'll concede with that. With Frontiers being on number 8. But I would say number 7 all right, so number 7 is either Rush or Colors. One of those two. Like that's because that's where this is gonna get tricky because there's a lot of heavy hitters. The competition is fierce.
Yes, it's fierce now. It's
Yeah, no, it is.
serious. Time to get serious.
I still feel like colors should be 5 or 6. So I feel like Rush 7, Colors 6. I feel like
I agree
I'm
with
gonna,
Rush
like-
7. I agree with Rush 7.
I'm
Color
okay with
6.
Rush being
Hold
7.
on, Gila.
I'm the minority here. I'd say Rush is 6. I like it more than Colors, but if people say Colors is better or Rush to 7, I'm alright with.
Actually, I'm with you, Gila, on that one. With colors, like I would put colors being at 7 and Rush being at 6, but I want to know, like, unless anyone else has a different game that should be at 7, in their opinion,
No.
instead of
I don't think so.
Rush or colors.
No, that top 5 is the top 5.
Yep.
Those
Alright.
I could agree
Yeah,
with
no, I
that.
agree.
Yeah,
So
I would personally say, in my opinion, that I would personally want colors at 7 and Rush at 6, but let's vote on that. Because I think we could all agree that Rush and colors are going to be 7 and 6 mostly.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Like I would say colors would be 7, Rush would be 6. What about you, Mike?
I'd say Rush to 7, Colors to 6.
Gila?
Colors 7, Rush is 6.
All right. Autumn
Rush 7, Color 6.
and G.
Rush 7, Color 6.
All right. Like, but to me, they're both interchangeable.
Yeah.
It just shows how good both games are. But now number 5. This is tricky. Which one would be number 5 out of these? Oh damn.
I feel I'm gonna nominate 3 and Knuckles.
You know what? It's really between 3 and Knuckles and and probably Adventure 2 Battle for me on those two. And I can't in good conscience, now the more I think about, especially playing it now as an adult, I can't rate Sonic 3 over Adventure 2. I can't. So I think I'd have to say Sonic 3 and Knuckles is 5 for me as well.
This is
I'm
Hot
trying.
take.
Oh, yeah, go
Hot
ahead.
take. I think Sonic 2, maybe number 5.
I was actually my debate was between
Either Sonic
3
2
and
or
Knuckles.
Sonic Mania.
I'm between Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic 2 for number 5.
So getting the classic Sonic out of the way.
Well, no, 'cause I mean we have Sonic
I'm
Mania.
kidding, I'm
Sonic,
kidding.
Sonic
I
Mania
know,
deserves to be
yeah, it's
higher on the list
classic.
of both of those.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Technically, Mania has levels from both.
Yeah, I mean, like, no, Mania's wonderful. So, I mean, they're all wonderful games.
I feel like 3 and 2 are one of the, again, interchangeable. It's like which do you prefer from that era?
yeah.
For me, there's a wider gap. There's a wider gap for me, but like, I totally understand though.
It's like if we did.
I mean, either way is fine. I personally think 3 and Knuckles should be there. But if you want to put Sonic 2 there, that's perfectly fine.
I kind of would say Sonic Mania. Like, I know Sonic Mania is like a top 3 game. I just think Sonic Mania, just because it's so derivative, or it just takes so much from 2 and 3 already.
It does, but they modernized it where it counts.
Like,
It's kind of the game that would take the classic 2D formula for a new generation. And
basically, so it shows Sonic Team what they could do.
like,
Yep, it lit the fire in their butt. It really did. Now, I do not like it when Sonic fans always spout about it, like, oh man, only the fans can do like the best. But here's the reality, though, is that Sonic Mania kind of lit the fire in Sonic Team to do something better. Now, granted, the game that they immediately released after that, well, but the thing is that we're not going to talk about that one. But the thing is that with Mania, it's just that that really did. So I kind of understand your take on that. It really did kind of it inspired Sonic Team to do better, and then with just the general growth of the franchise after that, they realized they couldn't just rest on laurels anymore. They couldn't just put out a mid Sonic game after that. Again, not talking about Forces. But after the rest of it, yeah, Mania it's a classic. Like it's a classic.
like
So
I'm just.
that's why I want the sequel to be like an original game.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
I want it to be. I would love like a Mania 2 where it's all original.
Yeah, that would be a dream come true.
It would be. Like, I was hoping Superstars was going to be that, and it wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
same.
Yep.
Same.
Yeah, we all wanted that.
So like I said, I think they learned their lesson from Superstars.
I hope so. It pains for me to say it, but as much as I love Sonic the Hedgehog 2, it's my very first Sonic game. I always go back to it and replay it all the time. And I have a lot of fond memories of that game, whether if it's like playing the game of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, or even as Amy in Sonic Origins. I'm gonna have to say it that I am personally fine with Sonic 2 being number 5.
That's fine.
So, Mike, are you okay
So
with
that means
Sonic
3
2?
and Knuckles is probably number 4 then.
Honestly, I hate to say this, you got to fill me in the conversation. My cat was freaking jumping on my media center because he was curious about my mouse cursor.
Oh wow!
Aw.
He's
Well,
about to jump up there again, wondering where the mouse
Aw.
cursor went. But
so,
anyway, what are we debating between for number 5?
well, right now, because like we were debating between Sonic 3 and Sonic 2, and I'm,
Yeah, it's these two games right now.
but
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
between
that's.
those two.
Hmm.
If you're
Honestly,
debating
okay.
between those two,
What's the
give me one
majority?
quick
What is
second.
the majority have ended up picking? Because for me, I think Sonic 3 and Knuckles probably has more iconic levels I appreciate more than Sonic 2 because it's like 2 games built into one. So I'd probably put Sonic 2 at number 5 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles at 4.
well, I wouldn't really put Sonic 3 and Knuckles at 4 yet. Sonic.
I'm just saying if that's what we were doing with 4 and 5 with those two.
Well,
That's the main in all seriousness, those three have been nominated in this
Yes.
position right now.
yeah, even Sonic Mania, because like Sonic Mania is great. Don't get me wrong, but it, just like you said, Gila, it does take from the other games, and I agree with you on that. But I also
Actually, you know what? No, I kind of take it back. I kind of forgot about the whole Mighty and Ray, and I was kind of thinking about the whole like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Why I think it's better than Sonic 2? It's because you have like a lot of ways to play Sonic 3, like with the characters. You can play as Tails, who flies, like play a different way. Knuckles glides, climb walls. He has his own different routes. Sonic 2, you're only just playing as Sonic and Tails. You can only like go play it through one way.
Yeah.
Even if you choose Tails, you can't fly. You're just Sonic, but you know.
I can concede to that. Honestly, if we put 2 at 5, I would be totally fine.
all right. I want to at least like wait till when G gets back, and then
yeah.
So G, are you okay with Sonic 2 being at 5 then?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I'm conceding with Sonic 2 being at 5.
I'm okay with that. Yo, my cat is really fucking liking all the text coming across the screen. He's in the camera right now.
I see him in your camera.
Mhm.
Aww.
Very cute.
I love it.
I love it. If there's
He's a
one,
nut job. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
if there's one thing I'll say about like hosting this show is that multiple times whenever like previous guests are on and their pets randomly pop up, it's adorable. I love seeing all your pets.
My youngest, my last surviving cat, unfortunately, she doesn't come in this room very often, so yeah, you probably won't see her. My other two would, but her, no, she won't.
I have them both on either side of me right now. One sleeping in a bed, and one sleeping on the floor like an idiot.
So number 4.
Hang on, I'm gonna fix this right now. I'm just gonna have this on my other monitor. That way they can't see it.
All right.
Anyway, go ahead.
So number
right.
4. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. So like, because I know
I'm
like
gonna say it.
yeah,
Adventure 2 Battle.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. All right. Does anyone have any arguments for, like, or against? Like, because I like to hear both arguments, like for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle being on number 4 or against it.
I think not yet for battle. For me,
I
not yet.
agree. And for me, it's not yet for battle.
I would actually
Adventure 2 Battle is too much of a complete package of stuff.
I would actually argue. I'm actually going to argue with Adventure 2 Battle being at number 3, but number 4. You wonder what I'm going to go with number 4 instead.
I have a feeling.
I have a good feeling on it too.
All right. I kind of want number 4 to be Sonic Mania.
Really?
Or actually,
That's where I was
wait.
going.
Did I say Sonic Mania?
yeah.
No. I take that back. Sorry. No, I take that back. I was thinking about
Sonic
it,
and Shadow.
but No. I'm not putting Sonic and Shadow at number 4. No.
Okay.
I know
I
what.
was gonna say, for me, Sonic Shadow Generations, Mania, and Battle all belong in the top 3. I think 3 and Knuckles should be 4 personally, but
I agree.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's too long. I think that's my biggest issue I have with 3 and Knuckles. It's too long.
Honestly, I think 3 Knuckles and Mania are kind of the same length when I play those 2 games back to back.
Yeah, but Mania has so much more like differentiance in your gameplay.
It
Like there's so much,
does,
there's a lot more variety in
but-
gameplay, so you don't feel it as much.
also had new ideas and also brought back classic ones in a more
Why is
refined
this so
way.
hard? Like, I
I would say I'm gonna
Yeah,
say this
I'm
hot
like-
take, or when I play it, I think I get tired at what's it called, at Lava Reef.
I agree. I've streamed it multiple times in full, and it's like, yeah, it gets kind of longer each time. So it's just like it's one of those. It's a challenge because we grew up with it.
Like both in
There's
Mania,
heavy nostalgia goggles for 3.
Like,
You
both in
already
Mania
know,
and
like
3.
I personally prefer 2, but like 3 though, it's just yeah. I'd say put 3 and Knuckles at 4.
what were you?
I want to say Mania in 4 and 3 and Knuckles in 3. I don't know.
Yeah, because this
I
is.
just like when it comes
pure
when it
gameplay.
comes-
I get it.
Oh, continue, Gila.
it's really hard because
Really is.
It's very
Honestly,
hard.
for me, I feel like Sonic Mania is just Sonic 2, 3, and Knuckles plus
Like,
Yeah,
I.
with a little bit of 1.
with a little bit of 1.
You know what? After thinking about it, I'm probably gonna go against the grain. Like, you know what? No, like I actually would put I would not put Sonic Mania or Sonic 3 Knuckles at number 4. You know what? Sonic Adventure 2. I'm probably the only one.
I was the one who
Unfortunately-
said it
Oh,
first.
you were the one that said it. Yeah, you were the one that said it. You're right. So,
Are you putting Sonic 3 and Knuckles over Sonic Adventure 2 though?
the thing with me is
I mean, obviously, if you're putting Adventure 2 Battle at 4, then yeah.
because I actually do have a lot more. The thing is, I love both games. That's how hard it is. I love both games.
Yeah.
I think I kind of like. It's just the fact. I will say though, like, because when I did my top 10 list, I do like Sonic 3 and Knuckles more than both adventure games. So I'm personally like in the camp of putting Adventure 2 Battle in number 4.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Never mind. Adventure 2 Battle is number 4.
Yeah,
I was like
that's
kind of.
fine.
I remember my playthroughs. It's just
Okay.
the end, like the end parts of Adventure 2. Like when you get to this arc, I just think the levels are just kind of.
They do get a little messy. Yeah.
It gets a little messy. Like what's it called the Knuckles Rouge, Eternal Engine. What's it called?
But
I just think I dread kind of going through those stages. With Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I don't really dread the later
You know what?
stages.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah.
Fair,
I'm okay with
but-
that.
I will say though that no matter what happens, I do think that Sonic. I am okay with Sonic Mania being above Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But I'm willing to put. What do you guys think? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle number 4.
I
That's
feel like
fine.
we've-
It's not
I feel
Adventure
like-
2 4.
Yeah.
All right, if you have to.
But that said, Sonic 3 and Knuckles at number 3. You
I think so.
guys okay with that?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
But now here's the hard part: Sonic Mania number 1 or Sonic and Shadow Generations number 1. That's the hard part now because we're the final 2. I want to hear arguments for both. Mike, we'll start with you. Which one do you prefer, Sonic Mania or Sonic and Shadow Generations?
Personally, I'm more towards Sonic and Shadow Generations. This is I prefer 3D Sonic over 2D Sonic. That's what I think this conversation might end up boiling down to.
That's perfectly fair. Gila.
Sonic X Shadow Generations number 1, and like I said, Sonic X Shadow Generations has some pretty good 2D stages.
It does.
Like, Like it's not as good as Mania, but they're pretty solid 3D stages, or 2D stages, and really great 3D stages. I'm just gonna say that.
Yep. I know that, Autumn, I know you've only played the Sonic version of it, but not the Shadow version of Generations. But what would you consider, in your opinion?
So as much as I put Sonic Mania as my number one game in the Sonic franchise, I feel Generations overall is probably a better game.
All right. And what about you, G?
I think in the end, Mania is great, and it does kind of come down to, like, again, as someone mentioned, classic Sonic versus modern Sonic. Like, it does kind of come down, and it always comes back to that, like, debate to a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
But I think both of these games are absolutely tremendous at what they're doing for both sides. So I think for my particular take, I think for which one I would rank over them comes down to just gameplay, and comes down to how much game that you actually do get between the two. And you get so much more with Sonic X.
Yep.
You get so much
Yeah.
more. You get the entire, especially for anybody who has never experienced Shadow's story before. That alone is worth the full price of admission.
I
is.
kind of
for that.
agree.
So,
Yeah.
my Kid G is yelling at me. Kid G is screaming at me right now. But I would have to rank Sonic X Shadow Generations. Sorry, Kid G. Yep, between those two.
And honestly, if it was just Sonic Generations, Mania's over it.
Mania would be over that.
Yeah,
yes.
Because
Mania would-
Sonic
Shadow
Generations
pushes it over.
only has 9 levels.
Yep.
Yeah,
But I know from what I can see, Shadow has much more. You could definitely get much
It
more
does.
gameplay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play it. And from you guys have kind of convinced me to really push to get it and play
Sweet.
it. So
Yep. All right, let me just hit share image. I want to just generate it so I can copy it. I'm going to post it on the Discord, the podcast guest room. Send it. But yeah, that's the group top 10. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, like, we all had our own top 10s, and all of our lists are valid. So if anyone has their own top 10s, it's just as valid as like anyone else, because we all have our own Sonic games we prefer over the other. Like for me, like, at the end of it, just, I did see some of the top 10s that people post in the topic questions. Like, for example, Epic Man puts Sonic Generations as his number 1 game. But Kyle Gamer is the only one who puts Sonic Forces at number 1.
There are some forces, like some hardcore forces stands out
There are. You like?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying it's invalid. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I don't really like Sonic Forces, but if you love Sonic Forces,
that's the game that somehow got me affiliated on Twitch. I don't know how, but
yeah. But
I could go on for a while about forces. I'm not going to tonight.
But it's like, you like what
I have very strong feelings about it.
you like what you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Stone puts Sonic Rush as his number 1, which, great game,
Solid choice.
very solid.
I mean, I'll synopsize it real quick and just say, to me, I play a lot of bad games. I play a lot of great games. At least with those games, I have something to say. To me, there's nothing sadder than an absolutely nothing Sonic.
Yeah,
And that's kind of where Forces and Teen Sonic Racing, that's kind of where, like, both of them lie. They're two of my least favorite games in the whole franchise. I did not rank them in the bottom tier because they're not bad games by any means. They're not bad.
yeah.
It's like, I won't say that Sonic 06 is a good game. I won't say Sonic 04 is a bad game. I won't. But it's... I'll stop there.
That's I will say,
no,
though,
I get you.
props to you for putting Sonic Shuffle on the list. It's actually a really good game. Very good game.
Oh no! Again, I appreciate the concepts of Shuffle, what it had to offer, and also freaking Eggman and Tails' voice lines in the game when they scream for pain or whatever is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like,
Just Eggman going, "Oh yeah," or just "Oh."
I think
Again, it's just again, we've played them on Mario Party Madness where 2 of us have shared a character, and it's been a trip. We still have to do the final level, but yeah, honestly, in terms of Sonic Shuffle, legitimately, that game is way too long if you're going for all the precious stones in a game of Sonic Shuffle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got to do that on stream. Yay!
Well,
Eventually.
Well, eventually. Well, I do. I will say after the stream is over, I do want to actually ask some of you guys a couple of questions before you guys go. But we will sign off of this podcast because that's the top 10. Again, this was fun. This is an experiment. My first time doing a top 10 like this, and I kind of want to do more in the future. But it probably might not be for sharing with Shellshock. I might do it for a completely different segment of my stream, but it's a nice experiment. And Mike, Gila, Autumn, G, I want to thank you all for being a part of this. It was a lot of fun.
No, this was a really good one.
Yep.
I had a lot of fun with this one.
This was fun. Thank you.
This was fun.
Yep. Because I wanted to do something.
This is great.
I definitely wanted to do something different out of the norm. So.
Oh no! Honestly, down the line, I feel like you should do this for top 10 Sonic songs.
Top 10 Sonic songs.
Oh my goodness.
That's good. That would be hard.
That's too hard.
That is hard, but
it's doable though.
But it won't be the next top 10 I do. You want to know what the next top 10 I want to do? I want to do top 10 Mario games.
Ooh.
Like,
Yeah. No, that would be fun.
Like,
Now, do
would be
they have to be platformers? Are we counting the sports
Yeah,
games
that's
and all that?
that's hard. Like, cause like if we counted spin-offs for the Sonic list, we'll count spin-offs to the Mario list, like RPGs,
You got
kart.
a lot more of Mario.
sport.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be hard.
There's more.
Thousand Year Doors,
Thousand
RPG.
Year
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
All I will say is don't invite me to the Zelda one because you will not like my opinions.
I think I would like your opinions, Twilight.
I will say though that like because we will talk about Zelda soon, but real quick before we start signing off, Mike, where can we find you?
Pretty much you can find me on any social media platforms, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, all that good stuff over at MMGMike.
All right, Gila.
You can find me on Twitch, Blue Sky, and X on the TheGilaMonstar.
Yep.
And I think you guys were too mean to Sega Sonic Popcorn Shop.
Well, it lasted longer than most other games.
If I could get one in my collection, I would absolutely give it. I would.
I would love to have one in my collection, but the problem is I don't have the space for it. If I did,
no, that you also got to
I
figure
would
out
make
buying the
space
extra
for that.
popcorn and all the toppings and stuff you need for it.
Gila, you'll have to come to where I'm at so you can help me make space so I can actually have it.
So hold on. I'm gonna hoard that popcorn maker myself.
Yeah, fair. All right, so TwiliAutumn, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitch at TwiliAutumn. I post on Blue Sky mostly, and I've started going on Instagram a lot more. So you can find me on those platforms.
All right, and G, where can we find you?
I'm pretty much everywhere at GToTheNextLevel, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, Twitter. Mostly active on Twitch, of course, because I'm here Saturdays through Tuesdays. And Instagram and Blue Sky are probably the best ways to get a hold of me out of everything. I try to do new YouTube videos at least once every either Saturday or Sunday. It's pretty much where you can find me.
Yep. And as always, you can find me pretty much on almost anywhere in the stratosphere except for Twitter, because fuck Twitter. But I'm pretty much everywhere else. But mainly, I'm primarily on Blue Sky and Discord, and I stream on Twitch, and my uploads will go up to YouTube. This podcast will go up tomorrow, just letting you guys know. So we have an episode on Tuesday. We're going to talk about The Legend of Zelda, which, Autumn, you're going to be a part of that. Right now, the only other confirmed guests are Mantle Ferox and Mary Wants a Cookie. I'm trying to reach out to the fourth guest, but I haven't heard back. Otherwise, I'm going to figure that out. But and we have one more episode before we go on break for the summer, which will be next week, next Sunday, and it's going to be video game music / video game soundtracks.
That's a nice one.
Which I'm looking forward to that one as well. So that's next Sunday. And then this Tuesday we have Legend of Zelda, which actually I've been wanting to do a Legend of Zelda episode since season 1, but the people I wanted on it at the time were either busy or or stop doing content altogether, or just life gets in the way. But we're doing it now, and I'm looking forward to it, Autumn, since you're going to be on that. So
I have opinions.
I
So
can
you
tell.
say you don't want might not want to hear your opinions. I want to hear your opinion.
I definitely want to.
I'm
I
curious
like
about these
hearing
opinions too.
everybody's opinions.
I definitely want to hear it. For
Tune
sure.
in Tuesday.
Yeah. But yeah. So once again, Mike, Gila, Autumn, G, thank you all so much for being a part of this episode. It was a lot of fun. The Sonic.
Thanks for having us as always.
I love doing the Sonic
Yeah,
version.
that's great. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
So-
Thanks for the invite.
And yeah, I'm definitely happy to have you all on. So as always, make sure to take care of yourselves. Be awesome. Stay awesome. Tell your lovers to love them. Share with them as always. Fight for everlasting peace. And I'll see you guys next time. And remember, be kind, rewind, and you are all way past cool. Happy anniversary, Sonic. 35 years. Here's to 35 more. Your cat's walking through. But
Yep.
but yes. But yeah, so 35 years of Sonic. So good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
All right. Night, everyone.
Night, everybody.